So, welcome back everyone to Tavernside Tales. I hope you had a good week. Uh, Busy for me, I'm sure for everybody else. But to recap our last session, we started with some consequences, mainly for Eric. After his raiding mission went to shit, through powers mostly outside of his control, but he honestly shouldn't have been there to begin with. He was stripped of rank, and his room, rank, and share of profits was given over to Wendy. And Wendy was given the option to furnish his room. They wanted to keep it as Spartan as possible, but decided to pass off that delegation over to Envy. So we'll see how Envy decorates that room soon. Speaking of Envy, they ended up in Candlekeep, not remembering the last 30 minutes, and in a moment forgetting about their biological advantages, decided to flee the city mostly on foot and on broom before needing Jin's help to escape once again. Their arm is now fully transmogrified into Crystal Ruby, which they are now going to have to keep hidden as it paints quite a big target on their back. Other than that, we were tying up a couple of loose ends from the session that happened previously. There were some conversations with the captain and Jin. There was a hunt for a little dragonling that was found. All in all, a lot of hustle and bustle on the ship. Now they have about, now they've woken up for the day, about 12 hours until they are going to land at our first port town of Troutberg. Tiny little baby city, but there'll still be plenty of shopping and whatnot to do there. So as we start this session, Wendy, you are in the privacy of your own room for the first time since this voyage began. As requested, there is a queen size bed smack dab in the middle of the room, one pillow, one sheet, no headboard. There is a bed frame, but other than that, it's just the single solitary piece of furniture in the room. Does Wendy start their day any differently in private than they do in public?
No. I think Wendy is just going to, like throw on her armor and everything, get ready, and I'll just immediately head upwards to the top deck. Still not entirely sure what this position's like duties entail. I'm gonna go see if anybody points at me and says I need to do something.
As you exit your quarters and start heading up, no one points at you and says that you have to do anything. A couple of people do move out of your way as you come up. Uh, this could be for multiple factors. It could be for the fact that you're the scariest motherfucker on the ship, or it could be the fact that you now have a new title to back that up. Uh, but no one's paying you too much attention. Uh, as you walk through, the Luxodon, Bobby, kind of pokes their head around the corner, sees you coming, and asks you if you need anything from them.
No, I don't think I need anything. Do me a favor though. Come here.
Yep, yep. They bend down slightly to get face to face with you.
Now, the person who held this position previously, what did he
Uh-huh.
do exactly? Because I never saw him do much of anything.
Oh, I mean, if I'm being completely honest, his job mostly boiled down to keeping you guys in line, which he apparently didn't do that great of a job at. And whenever a raid was to happen on another ship, he would be the one leading that. He, be out there scouting the horizon and checking the maps to see where some good raiding points could be. But for the most part, it was just making sure that the scariest people on the ship kind of stayed in line. Uh, if you're looking for like something to do, though, you can like boss us around, I guess, if you wanted to. I don't know. He didn't really do all that much.
Okay, so my job's real easy, is what you're saying?
Super easy. It seems like you kind of will get blamed if things go bad, but if things go good, good stuff happens, I think.
Well, if things go bad, they'll only go bad once.
Scary. All right.
I'll just like give him 2 pats on the back. Go find yourself something to do, kid.
Yes, yes, ma'am. They give you a salute with their trunk, and you see them wander a bit aimlessly around the crew's quarters before just making their bed.
Cool, cool.
uh, as for the rest of you, I would like Envy, Lady, and Lyslin to please roll me a Constitution save.
Yay.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
A 1? Cool.
Natural.
I think that's going to be a total of 10.
10, okay. And Roxas?
16.
10.
16. Lyslin sleeps soundly throughout the entire night. Lady and Envy, you quickly discover that Eric snores like a jet engine. Envy, you're able to throw a pillow over your head and kind of like muffle it out. Lady, you're still gonna get the benefits of a short of a long rest.
I don't sleep. I can't.
You,
I don't have to sleep.
oh, fair enough. You are just annoyed throughout the day.
Yeah,
It is
I'll spend the night out on the mast.
Can you do something?
Wait, what are you gonna do?
Kill him. Put the pillow over his head.
He gets demoted and then murdered in his sleep.
Well, look. I mean, you can put the pillow over your head, but that doesn't stop the snoring. If you put the pillow over his head,
No. No, I think she would be maybe a little polite. She's not just gonna not say anything. I think she would message him, cast the message spell.
Mhm.
You're snoring, darling. Stop, please.
Stop.
He snorts loudly and sits up in bed as he has got a telepathic message while in REM sleep. I'm not even sure what that must feel like. I assume not great. But he like shoots up, looks around the room.
I'll wave.
He nods, lays back down in a slightly more comfortable position, and the snoring subsides, but it's definitely still there.
I'll go to sleep.
But as morning comes, Wendy, you go up on deck and you see, once you hit the top deck, you see a group of crew members at the bow of the ship, excitedly looking out onto the horizon with spyglasses. Other than that,
I'll step up to the side and I'll unsling my gun. I'll pull off the scope and just kind of peer, see what they're looking at. I mean, my scope is a hell of a lot stronger, so.
yeah. Yeah, your scope is like fucking ridiculous. You see the city that you guys are sailing to. From their perspective, with their spyglasses, they can only see essentially a dot of land on the horizon. But with you can see a port. There must be at least like 50 or 60 ships in that port as is, and looks like a lot of movement there. Even with your scope being what it is quite a ways off.
Okay.
But you can see that you're heading in the direction of this town.
How heavily populated does this town seem?
Roll me a perception check at advantage, given your super cool scope.
Oh, I did not get my dice out.
It's all good. Whenever you're ready.
That's an 11.
An 11?
Oh wait,
you
that's
judge
advantage,
by
I'm sorry.
advantage.
That is
Advantage.
Still an 11.
All right. On an 11, you assume it has to be at least decently densely populated, given the amount of ships. but you can't get like an accurate head count from here. It's just a bunch of like smudges off
Mhm.
in the distance. But it's definitely it's no Baldur's Gate, but it's a nice sized somewhere right between a large town, small city.
Yeah, there will be things that going on here. Cool. Let's.
Yeah. And next to you, one of the crew members, the Knoll man who had his eye gouged out earlier, uh, seems we have made a full recovery, aside from everything but the eye. He's wearing an eye patch now, but he is up and moving. And he turns to you with his one good eye. So, what are you gonna do once you get on shore?
Do I know this town? Like, even like vaguely, have I heard of this? Is this a big enough town for me to have either passed through or
Just
heard of?
I would say you haven't been here personally.
Okay.
Well, has Wendy ever been to the Pirate Isles at all?
Maybe it's. If so, it's probably been a long time.
In that case, you would have come through here. This is the first stop. This is essentially border checkpoint to get into the rest of the Isles. Everyone that comes through here, everyone that goes into the Isles proper, stops here, pays their dues up to the king, and moves forward into the Isles. So if you've ever been to the Isles, you have been here.
Okay, so
What
this
was the
is,
original question, though?
they asked what I planned on doing when we got here. I just wanted to know how much I knew, so that way I could like.
Yeah, it's mostly a trading town. You know, fewer permanent residents than there are transient residents. Uh, there's always people coming and going, so that's where a lot of the business comes from. But the actual population of the city itself is probably like 500.
Okay.
But it probably has another like 750 to 1,000 coming and going every day.
In that case, I'll just like glance over at him and just making sure we're stocked up on supplies, and I think there's probably a spot or two we're gonna have to stop by, but seems to be nothing much going on.
Well, if you find yourself in the fight pit, you know I'm gonna be betting on you. The whole crew is. We've seen what you can do.
Fight pit, huh? Might be a good way to make some coin.
Oh yeah, I hear I think if you topple the champion, it's 200 gold. So work your way up. You can get a little bit of money that way.
Group fights or solo?
Solo. There are group fights on special occasions, but like the main events are solo events. Keeps it nice and organized for betting reasons.
We'll see what kind of trouble I can get into.
I'll be betting on you, so I'll keep an eye out there. He gestures to his one good eye.
You do that. Okay, so up on the ship deck, do I see other leadership figures like Argos or the mages, the captain even? Like what kind of
up on the deck up on the deck at the moment, Argos is coming up from the cruise quarters. She just like went through, made her like morning muster call essentially to make sure everyone's up and doing something. So she's walking up onto the deck now. Yolanda is up in the crow's nest. But those are the two officers on deck at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna wander over to Argos, and I'm just gonna give her a like bow the hat and while we're here, is there anything you want us to get done?
Good morning, second mate Wendy. No, there's not too much you need to get done. Just make sure our special interests don't burn the place down.
Look, I already
Other
have
than that, please.
a little more right as rain, I'd say. They've been running low free, but we'll see.
No, I want you to enjoy yourself. Perhaps, if you could, I wouldn't mind you scouring the bounty board a bit. See if there's anything you can bring in for the ship as a whole. If there's any other ships that need taken down, Other than that, shore leave is shore leave. You should enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I'll find some work for us.
Otherwise, it's probably going to get a bit more rocky and violent the further we get in. People tend to get a bit rowdier. So enjoy yourself now. It'll get busier later.
I look forward to it. How's the
Hmm.
wine from the other night? Or last night, I guess.
There's still half a bottle if you want to share it with me. It was good. I do appreciate the gesture.
Mm-hmm. I assume that if I get anything from the travels, maybe I'll just throw something your way occasionally. Make sure I stay on the first mate's good side.
She tries to hide a laugh behind a hand. You are already much better than the last holder of your position. At least in my eyes. You are already very much on my good side, Wendy. I mean, if
Glad
you
to
keep
hear.
bringing me bottles of wine, you will absolutely stay there.
Can do. Fetch a lady a drink, and I'll bow my hat and find myself something to do. Pass the time.
Yeah. For the rest of our specialist, uh, how do you choose to spend your morning? We have about 12 hours until we're going to make port. I we got most of everything done yesterday. I know there was a couple things that people were like, "Oh, I'll wait till tomorrow to do that," and didn't say it. What do you guys want to do with the 12 hours you have before you get onto shore?
I still need to finish some shield training that was interrupted when I was murdered.
So I would say if you choose to use the next, let's say you use like 6 hours of the next 12 to practice, I will give you full proficiency in shields.
Perfect. Then that's what I'll do.
Awesome. Uh, what does Lyslin want to do?
I think that she's gonna wait until mid morning, and then go deliver her loaf of bread and a like small necklace from the bounty. Something
Beautiful.
simple, not too fancy, but it seems like it would fit her. Or them, rather.
So you head down into the speakeasy. You know, make your way past the bouncer, who at this point just opens the slot, sees your face, closes it, welcomes you in. It's not at all busy in here. It's it's only like 10, 11 in the morning. Even for pirates, most people are not drinking that early. There are some, and some look like they've been here all night and are just now waking up. But T is behind the bar, just cleaning some glasses, and immediately lights up when you walk in. Before they clear their throat and kind of like put themselves back together. Morning.
Good morning, darling. I brought you some
Hmm.
bread.
Oh, thank you. There's no nuts in this, right?
No, not at all.
Hmm. Beautiful. Uh, you took off pretty early the other day. Did I do something to offend?
Oh no, nothing. With being a specialist, I had to check in with the team and do these awful team building exercises.
They made you do team building exercises. What,
Eric
like
had a look.
icebreakers, like go around two truths and a lie kind of thing?
Yeah, that's about the gist. I don't
Sounds
think that we'll
healthy.
have those anymore now that Eric is no longer in charge. But it didn't go over very well. Can you imagine any of us doing it?
I really can't. I guess I could. Out of everyone there, I feel like you'd be the most likely to do it, but even you,
No,
not
I
really your
didn't.
scene.
Gave them all lies. It's more fun that way. Suppose. But
Have you been
poor
telling
Eric.
me lies then?
Oh, never. What would I
Lies
lie
from
about?
Lyslin. I don't know.
Lies
What
from
would you
Iceland.
lie about?
Can't think of anything.
Hmm.
Perhaps my ability to hold my drink? I'm a bit of a lightweight.
You're kidding. Well, no, you were a bit tipsy last time you came in. You don't look like a lightweight though. Regardless, what are you planning to do once we get on shore, and do you have any free time in the next coming days?
I should have free time so long as Wendy doesn't call us up or anything, but I don't know. I was thinking about looking around at the shops. I've been here
Hmm.
before. I would have been here before, right? I'm
Yes.
assuming since I've been on board for 6 months.
Mhm.
Um, I've been here before, but it'd be nice to see if there's anything new that's come through.
Well, I mean, people always come and go, so I'm sure something new. Listen, if you have time, not tonight, but tomorrow night,
Yeah,
you could meet me in front of our ship. There's a place on the beach that's a bit more private that I would like to take you if you have the time.
I would love that. Oh, and before I forget, and she'll reach
Hmm.
in and pull out the necklace and hand it over and be like, it made me think of you during our last mission.
D-
Something
d-
about your hair.
uh, this. I don't want to sound ungrateful. This looks expensive. Frightfully so. You sure?
Quite sure. I'm just kind
You're
of
right,
like,
and empty-handed. You see, they quickly like turn around, look behind them. All they see is like a wall of liquor. Do you want I I'm gonna find you a gift in town. And they take the necklace and like immediately put it on.
looks beautiful on you. And you don't need to.
Yes, but now I want to. I can't have this be that one-sided. What kind of things do you like? What do you want?
Well, I could always do for new ear stud. Kind
Here's
of like,
that's done. Got it. You see, they pull up a little notepad that's used for taking orders, and just quickly jot that down on it.
or weapons. Those are always good too. I don't know.
Bladed or blunted?
Bladed.
Bladed it is. All right. Look, I gotta get everything set up before people start coming in for lunch.
Of course.
I'll see you on shore. All right?
I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll just kind of like blow her a kiss and walk out.
You blow them a kiss as they are leading across the bar to try and give you a kiss,
Ho ho ho.
and they see you blow one and just kind of pull back and blow one back at you.
She'll reach forward and kind of like tug at the front of their shirt and pull them in for a kiss.
Beautiful, smooth. Uh, Somewhere in the back of the bar, someone goes, "Aw," but you can't determine where it comes from. But you separate, and they get to work getting everything set up for opening.
And then can I actually go down to the armory as well?
Sure. You see Lady getting crossbow bolts shot at them by the quartermaster.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually like kind of pretty fucking good at it now. Check this out. Ba-ding!
Yeah, they. Uh, what the fuck? We just gave her a name last session. God damn it. Uh, I'll check
I
the
wrote it
recording
down. I
later.
got you.
Okay, thank you. But she has two hand crossbows now. It is now just dual wielding, firing at you as you're dodging side to side, spinning in midair. You catch the bolt on the center of your shield, knock it into the wall beside you. Uh, as Lysan walks in, you actually jump in front of them, like trying to like see like a bodyguard style with your back turned to the crossbow to like block the bolt and like protect Lysan. Uh,
Their
yeah,
name is
you've gotten
Amora.
Moira, yeah.
Amora.
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 Got it. And Amora kind of drops the weapons to the side, puts a hand on their hip, and just nods to you, Lysan, waiting for what you want to say.
Well, that was great, lady. That was. Thank you.
Honestly, she's getting
Um,
great. Like, it's really impressive. It's been like 3 days.
I can see this. You'll be a master at it in no time. Um, Amora, I was hoping
Hmm.
over the next, well, probably not now, unless you've the time. I wanted to get better at my dual wielding. I was wondering if that was something you could help me with.
You looking? What do you want to dual wield? Guns, swords, axes?
My scimitars? Or
That's a little exotic for my
cutlass,
experience.
actually.
Oh,
Cutlass
cutlass,
is
got you.
not
Yeah,
scimitars.
absolutely. I can help you work on that. You probably do with a better teacher in Aragos, if I'm being honest, though. She's a bit more.
Liza looks kind of sheepish. I don't think Argus likes me very much. I might
What?
talk too much.
No, she just has that face. She just has like a resting bitch face. It's nothing against you personally, for sure.
I talked a
Everyone likes
lot,
you. Oh, you
and I
talked a
got
lot.
and I got fur into her bath.
Her bath? She has a bath?
No, like
No.
just the water area, you know. There was fur, and I think it was my fault.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, I haven't heard any rumors about it, so I wouldn't say
She
it's that
looks
big a
kind of
deal.
hopeful. Oh, well, maybe I'll ask her.
Yeah, look, she'll be on shore leave with the rest of you, so I'm sure you can just find her. Just ask her. I mean, she's blunt, but you know, if you ask her about her feelings, she'll normally talk. My experience, at least.
I'll take that advice. Thank you.
Hmm. But as far as like dual wielding, I can show you the basics, but you're gonna mostly want to learn from an experienced teacher.
All right. Well, I'll ask Argus then.
Hmm.
I appreciate your help.
Best of luck. Lady, think fast, and they fire twice at you. Does a 12 and a 9, will either of those hit?
No, of course not.
Beautiful. You pirouette, you pick the shield up with your mouth and are able to like jump in the air and block the bolts of it.
God, it looks so cool.
And with that, you can give yourself proficiency in shields.
Thank you. I
Oh.
feel like I'm 3 years old again.
Anything else the two of you wanted to get done? And Envy, you as well. Is there anything you wanted to get done in the next 12 hours?
There'll be a few things, but if anybody else has anything they want to do, I'll wait.
Lady,
Huh?
you got like a solid 6 hours left, just so you're aware of like.
I need to start tracking down some leads. I'll get back to you.
Right, sure. If we need to add something retrospectively for the 6 hours, we can do that anytime this session. Roxas?
No, not yet. I think I'm good for now.
Ah! Shit. Sorry, dropped my water bottle. Uh, in that case, Amber, what does Envy want to do with her morning and afternoon?
Yeah, so I think Envy, I don't think she'll do too much. Just sort of wait to keep on shore. She's trying to keep a bit of a low profile. I think she'd go back to the library, return the book. Just sort of make sure that the book is returned, and then deliver the letter to whoever about Wendy's office room. Whoever needs that, she'll deliver the letter.
Yeah, to the orcish woman. She
Yeah.
takes a look at it. Shit, I mean, this is like kind of a lot. Yeah,
It's the second. She's
are
the
you
second
funding
mate.
this or well? Yeah,
She's the second mate. This is
all
on the
right,
ship,
all
of
right.
course. Like, do you want the officers to not look representative of the role?
I fine, all right, whatever. I didn't want to take my 3 days off anyway. I'll get this done. Whatever.
I promise it will be worth it.
For
Thank
who?
you. For all of us. And for you
But
as
yeah,
well. Promise.
how does her having nice setup benefit me?
Because it will. You're the one who's delivering everything. You're the one who's the person to go to when things need to be gotten, so. Gets you in good with her. She is rather terrifying after all.
Fine. I'll
Here,
have it
I'm
done
gonna
in 2 days.
appreciate it, and I'm going to slip her a gold. Because that seems like a
Beautiful.
lot. Yeah, I'll
It
slip her a
is.
gold.
It is a sizable amount of money.
Mhm. And,
Uh, a gold is about $100
okay.
comparatively.
That's pretty good. That's a good tip then.
Mm.
So I would, slip her a gold, and then I will go to Eric and see if he will teach me Thieves' Cant.
All right. Eric is confined to the ship, so he's not like everyone else is like running around like putting on their Sunday best, which for pirates is like still not fantastic. But everyone's like getting dressed. People are like celebrating, excited to like go out and like spend a bit of money they got from the Arcane Brotherhood ship.
Mm-hmm.
But Eric is just sitting in the specialist quarters, just writing in a little diary, a little leather-bound book.
I think when I walk in, I'll go to my chest, open it up, and take out what the remnants of the bottle of rum from the party. I didn't drink all of it. I'll uncork it and pass it to him. It's been a rather rough few days.
Yeah, look, I can't even blame you for what happened. We shouldn't have been there to begin with.
Not like I did much to help it.
No, it wasn't you.
Sorry.
It was your sugar mommy. I understand.
Yeah. Well. Well.
And I'm sorry about the snoring. It just esophagus is shaped differently than yours, so just kind of it's I can't really control it.
It's fine. It's not really a big deal. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Just a little surprising for the first night. Anyway,
Yeah,
I was wondering if I actually might be able to ask a favor of you.
shoot, go ahead, coworker.
I've heard there's I don't know if a language is quite the right word for it. Dialect? A code, maybe that's the right word for it. Spoken amongst people who are trying to keep things secretive. I think.
Oh,
Secret?
Thieves can't. Yeah, sure. Do you want need something translated?
Well, more I was actually hoping you could teach me how to speak it, to work it.
I mean, it's like one part written, one part spoken, one part attire. You dress
Ooh.
differently to like show what kind of job you're doing. Why do you want to learn this?
Curiosity. It seems like a lot of people who know how to get things that may be less than legal in certain cities.
Black market shit. All right, cool.
Sure.
Take out a quill or a pencil. Let's get started.
All right. I'll go take out pen, paper.
I want you to just give me a raw intelligence check, and this is gonna set the pace of your learning.
Okay, raw intelligence.
Hmm.
Not the smartest in the world.
Well, it's not like you're gonna learn an entire language overnight.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. It's a 16.
All right, cool. We're gonna say, for the time being, you can read the symbols of Thieves' Cant. There are different. These will either be painted or welded or carved into something, and they can mean things like a safe house, a fence, uh, a whether or not there's a black market there. Essentially, like you can now denote if a building has like some underground intentions to it.
All right.
And
Perfect.
we'll uncover the more the language as it goes. Like safe house, uh, place to buy things that should not be like forbidden. I don't know why I'm struggling with the words for this. You get what I'm talking about though.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
Perfect. And that's all I want to do.
cool. In that case, as the day drags on into the evening, you no longer need a spyglass to see the small city of Troutberg. Let me switch this over to some city ambiance. Uh, the captain comes out onto the deck, places his hands on the railing outside of his quarters, gazes off into the city with a big, bright smile. I do not have the voice to do. I don't have the voice to do his deep, gravelly voice today. Forgive me. doing a lot of yelling this week. But he gives a really, really tiny speech, just essentially saying, hey, look, we are guests here still. Enjoy yourselves and be on your best behavior. If you run into trouble, find one of the officers. You have our full backing. Do not abuse that. Have fun. Be back on the ship on the dawn of the third day. Loud cheer goes up from the crowd, and as you guys pull in, you find yourself in a fucking massive port. You couldn't quite see it from so far away, Ashton. This city is mostly port. The entire western beach has been turned into an artificial harbor. You see, they've like built piers out on stilts. The entire beach is covered in shade. There's an entire like little, almost like a tent city underneath the harbor, with how like built out it is, fully covered in shade. There are about 70 to 100 ships in this harbor. Uh, there's more wood in these ships than there is in this entire town.
Does it seem like a lot of
Trout.
the business is done via ship? Like, does it seem like businesses are being run out of the ships, or is it mostly still like on the land and the ships are just there because that's how people get
There,
around?
there, there are a couple. You see, in particular, there are a few ships that are so moored to the pier that they're borderline a part of it. Like they're tied in fully, and you see trade being done out of a couple of those. But the majority of the business is still slightly further inland.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's a very small, very centralized city. Some people would even call it like a town if it wasn't for that massive population spike that comes from being the entry point to the entirety of the Isles. Sorry, I'm reading here.
You fine?
I'm just reading my notes to make sure I get the description right here. Like I said, nearly 100 ships are sitting in the harbor. It's all filled with, like from the naked eye, an uncountable number of people spilling out onto the streets to eat and drink, trade, and be merry. The streets are filled with bartering and laughter and music and life. The air is overflowing with the strong scent of alcohol and stronger spices. The city center is a long thoroughfare, like Old West town style. Shops and taverns lining either side of it, and smaller side streets peeling off to the left and right with like more residential buildings where people are actually living. And at the very head of the city, sorry, at the very head of the main street is a tall gray stone building that has a massive black flag flying above it with the Pirate King's emblem emblazoned across it. The Pirate King's emblem being a shark jaw biting down on what's presumably a human skull that's like screaming out in anguish. You have been granted 3 days of shore leave before the sea's fortune is going to set sail into the islands proper. Uh, to you, the players, I say this is your time to relax, shop, have fun, make connections, make a name for yourself, get some bounties, fuck shit up, have a great time before the story proper kicks into gear, which it will by the end of these 3 days. We'll be into the main meat and potatoes of the campaign. So yeah, as you guys take your first steps onto the deck, you for a moment it seems like some of the crew has forgotten that you guys technically rank above them as people are like muscling past you to run onto dry land for the first time in about a week or two, and are just like swarming into the nearest tavern, which is labeled the Lucky Shot. You see the sign hanging out front of it. People are flooding into there, already drinking, already hooting and hollering. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna hang out on the ships. Like, I'm gonna hang out near the gangplank.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna watch for the specialists to make sure everybody, like, just kind of see where everybody's heading. I do have to babysit them, so.
A little bit, yeah. In that case, everyone else, where do you want to go? I texted you like the idea of like things are in the city.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
think I'm either gonna head for the apothecary or the armor first.
I'm scared of Wendy, so I'm going to stick with the rest of the specialists until we're far enough off the boat that I'm relatively safe.
So we following Lyslin then?
For a
Probably.
distance.
I think I'd probably go to the apothecary as well before heading to
Cool.
the just sort of moseying around town, just keeping my eyes and ears open.
Gotcha. All right, if we're heading to the apothecary first, you guys head into the excuse me, the main thoroughfare, and you come across a three-story tower. Uh, it looks like it's stone underneath, but the majority of it is covered in climbing ivy and flowers. It's less sinister situation, obviously, but Envy, it's very similar to the way the theater was set up, where everything was covered in climbing ivy. But this one, whereas that looked like kind of a neglect overgrown, this is very intentional. Someone has put a lot of care into making this essentially a terrarium of a building. And as you open that front door, you guys are all hit. If you guys, I'm so sorry if any of your characters have allergies. You are hit with like a wave of pollen that just like spills out of that front door.
I don't know if Envy has allergies.
Yeah, and I bet you never thought of that in character creation, did
No,
you?
not
I feel like I should
exactly.
roll for this.
Yeah,
Hey, I, I know
roll
Lady
for
doesn't.
allergies.
No, I'll say Envy doesn't. She has enough problems.
That does not eliminate the possibility of more problems.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Were you too upset to have allergies?
I got a constitution of 18. I'm gonna be pissed if I have allergies.
Oh, you definitely have allergies.
Everyone roll a con save.
Oh no.
We'll say below
I,
below an 8 has allergies.
I spent my
Oh, man.
lifetimes in dusty ass libraries. There's no way
That
I
doesn't
have.
mean shit.
There's no way I've got allergies.
It's a natural 18 or 16, so I'm
You
good.
have to be an 8 to not sneeze.
Lyslin got a 21.
Cool.
The cat has allergies.
No, there's no
Seven.
fucking way.
Wait,
This is why you
Ashley,
got
did you
kicked
say
out of your
7?
I
library.
got a 7.
Oh no!
Oh
You
no!
definitely have it.
What did Lady get?
Just
Natural
like this.
20.
Yeah, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Jesus, incredible. So everyone else, you guys kind of like kind of wipe your nose a bit because there is still like a lot of like particulate in the air. Wendy, you immediately your eyes get like a little bit itchy. But as you walk in, it's definitely not as grand in scale as Cornucopia, but someone very much has turned this into one part flower shop, one part apothecary, uh, and from the amount of smoke in here, you assume some of these plants can be used for other purposes other than medicinal. And you guys step into Tina's Tinctures, because I forgot to give you guys the name of the shop when you walked in.
Tina's tinctures. I love it.
Yeah. And sitting behind the counter, sorry, I have so many shops that I have like, obviously, is a old halfling woman named Tina. And when I say old, I mean old, old, old. Her eyelids are so wrinkled and squinted. That's kind of hard to make out if she has eyes at all. Like if you guys ever watched like Coco, it's like that level of like kind of like folding inwards face. But she has the most genuine smile you've seen since this trip started. In her hand, she holds a little pipe, steady stream of smoke coming out from the end of it. And she takes a long drag and blows out a perfect smoke ring at the group of you. Her smile gets a little bit wider, a little bit of teeth show, but she doesn't say anything as you enter. Just come in and peruse.
I give her a very, very, friendly, aged nod,
Mm.
Old people
Okay.
recognize
Old
old.
person, old person.
Old recognizes game, recognizes game, old recognizes old.
That's right.
Does it seem like
Yeah.
most of the things in this shop are like pre-made, or does it seem like most things are components meant to be mixed later?
There is that's a good question. Interspersed throughout like all like the potted plants everywhere, there are small little jars and bowls that have more dedicated spell components. You see the scales of some creature here or there. You see a jar full of eyeballs. You see what looks to be actual lightning in a bottle off in one corner, and behind her sits almost like you're in a bar, a wall of brightly colored potions and bottles. So there's pre-mixed stuff and also just ingredients everywhere. So Lislin, since you were the one who chose to pick the heading, what were you looking for out of this?
She was mostly looking to get a couple of health potions and look at the ingredients.
What was the last part?
And look at the ingredients that were.
Oh, gotcha. So as you approach her, you approach the counter. She looks down. She's on like a very high stool, so she's able to look over top of the counter. And she looks just expectantly.
Hello. I wanted to see.
What?
Oh, hello. How are...
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm looking for health potions.
Are you hurt?
Not yet.
How, uh, how hurt are you gonna be?
Assume decently so.
Decently so. One second. You see they hop off the stool, completely disappear behind the counter. You hear the sound of glass like knocking into itself, and they hop back up on the stool with four neon red potions in different sizes of bottles. She points to the smallest one. So this is like if you stub your toe, or like get the paper cut, and she taps the largest one. And this is for someone rips your arm off.
Closer to rips my arm off.
Two with a ripped arm off. Is that what you said?
Closer to that, yes. Ripped
Oh,
arm off.
closer to that. Closer to that. She picks up the one next to the largest potion and scoots it forward. Uh, how many you want?
How much are they?
How much are you paying?
She kind of looks confused at that and like.
I think if I'd walk over.
Mhm.
Well, perhaps we could make some sort of bundle.
Who are you?
Oh, apologies. My name is Envy. We're
I'm.
sort of shopping for potions. Perhaps we could get a discount if we buy several at once.
All right, that seems fair.
All right. Well, if I could perhaps make an offer, maybe if we have one of the smaller varieties and
Mhm,
perhaps one of the more powerful ones.
mhm.
Well, I mean, the small one, if it's really not much more than stubbing your toe, then perhaps just 10 gold for that. Hardly. If that, even.
Lyslin and Envy, make me an insight check.
Ooh, interesting.
We're in the haggling stage now.
And so, okay.
Can I give the help action?
You absolutely
Please.
can. Who do you want to give advantage to?
I got real good insight.
Sure. Well, I mean,
I don't.
I want to enter the haggling process as well, and I believe
Oh,
that
you
I
can.
can. I believe I can add, real advantage here.
Yeah. If you want to like keep an eye out yourself, you're also just welcome to roll insight yourself.
I am not
I-
trying to help. I got a 16 on my insight. I just want to see if they're getting played or not.
Get a
Okay.
2.
2. Envy, what'd you get?
Whew. Did I get that help action?
I just rolled insight, so no.
Okay.
What did you get, lady?
I
11.
only got a 9.
On the 16, Wendy, they are absolutely
Hold
getting
on.
played if they're going to spend 10 gold on a minor healing potion.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was gonna
really?
say.
I thought those were like way more expensive.
Not in my world, they're not.
Oh,
You
shoot.
guys have no
Well,
dedicated healer.
okay, 9. I'm gonna add a d4 to that. Well, it doesn't matter. It's too late. It's too late.
It's too late. So everyone else is like 10 gold for just a standard healing potion. Sounds good. Wendy, you know that's like it's not like criminally overpriced, but they could probably get it for like 7 or 8 gold. When you guys say 10 gold, 10 gold for the small one, sure, we can do that. How many do you want?
Didn't want the small one though.
The big one's way more.
Well, said if we're going to several, give me a price for the larger one. If we got to start somewhere, and I am new to this area, so I think it's only fair if you give us a starting point.
35 gold, but only 'cause you're pretty.
Oh, well, thank you. 35 for just the one.
Just the one.
It's a bit pricey.
3 times the healing, 3 times the price.
Fair enough, but why don't we cut it at 20? I think that's more fair. If we get one of the smaller and one of the larger, that makes 30 total.
30 to 40% discount. Just
yeah. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Because now we've gone from a 45 total to a 30 total. So that's
Okay, it's already a 16.
Uh-huh.
That's a natural 16. 1, 2, 3,
Uh-huh.
4, 5, 6, 22.
22. Hmm. 40 gold, you get 2 small ones, 1 big one.
I look to Lyslin.
What about 45 gold and 2 large ones and 1 small one? And then she kind of like crosses her arms and narrows her eyes.
I think that's more than fair.
Lyslin, time for your persuasion check.
Bardic inspiration.
I'm not even sure if this is a good deal or not at this point. I don't
Right.
I'm gonna pass inspiration to you.
Persuasion or intimidation?
Intimidation if you're doing the arm folding.
Mhm.
It's up to you if you want to, if you're trying to like come off as like a you should do this or like a you should do this.
It's
up
a
to you.
25 intimidation check.
Add a 6 or d6.
Oh my
Just
god.
add a d6.
That is a fair price, right? You're not tricking us? And that's another 6 on top of that, so a 31.
31
As she just kind of like
intimidation.
stares at this little halfling, like, being like, "Are you conning us?"
Ancient old woman, high off her ass, being glared at by this bunny girl with a 31. She gets a little shifty in her chair.
Whenever like I see her getting uncomfortable, I want to just like place a hand on Lyslin's shoulder and do you know how somebody gets old selling drugs to pirates? They live a long time and they're threatened a hell of a lot. You should be scared of this woman. And I'll look at her. We're not gonna cause any trouble for you. You just make sure we get the right stuff.
Alright, see here. Now I can do 50 gold, 2 big ones, 2 little ones.
Sounds more
Seems
than
like
fair
a
to
fair
me.
price.
She slides across the table 2 potions of healing and 2 potions of greater healing.
Awesome.
I'll have to check my map. I think that's like a sizable discount from that
That's
31 intimidation check.
pretty good. I
Jesus,
will.
that's like a 50 to 60% discount.
I'll hand over the smaller ones to Envy and say, since these are the ones that you wanted.
Appreciate it.
How you go threaten an apothecary while you're buying potions that you're like, I intend to drink these?
Right? I wasn't. She wasn't. She was sitting there being like, are you cheating us right now? She wasn't threatening. She just is naturally intimidating.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
just
just.
saying, like, let's say, like, 2d8 of healing is a lot scarier if it's 2d8 of acid damage.
Jesus
Scary.
Christ.
That's true.
You want to check to make sure the potions are legit?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I would insight check her to make sure that she is in fact giving us the right ones.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Right.
Yeah, you're so good at insight.
Sometimes. Yeah, I am actually. That's gonna be a 23.
On a 23 insight, she seems a little unnerved, but these were already on the table to begin with. Uh, you kind of get the feeling that she wouldn't be in business working with dangerous people, pissing them off.
Fair enough. Then I don't say anything.
Because halflings live hundreds and hundreds of years. She's been at this for a bit.
Makes sense. Alright,
Miss,
so I'll take
Miss
the
Tina,
two
your shop is so cute. It is quaint and cozy. I can tell you put a lot of effort into this place.
I built it up over the years, you know. How about you hear where they founded this town, you know?
I would
Really?
believe it. I believe it. You've got your mark all over this place.
223 years ago.
You don't look a day over 200.
Oh, stop. And they just bashfully wave a hand at you. If I was a few hundred years younger.
Please, that's a long time ago for me as well. Truth be told, I'm here for a couple of gifts. I'm not with them. I came in with. I'm not.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know them.
That makes sense. You seem very nice.
Yeah,
Do
the
you want to
youth.
hit? And they just hold out their pipe to you.
Oh, I'd be honored. Thank you, and I'll take the hit.
Give me a con save.
16.
Oh yeah, it's no coughing, very smooth. Fill the back of your throat with smoke, slowly exhale.
Mm,
It's delightful.
it's tasty. It's tasty.
Hmm.
It's slow, patient. I like flavors like that.
Just like us, am I right?
You're right.
So what can I get for you, little kitty?
Oh, well, you see, it's my great granddaughter's birthday party coming up. And I wanted to like encrust some of her belongings in crushed diamond dust. If you have any of that, taking up space.
Diamond dust.
Yeah, just the crushed up bits. I don't need full diamonds or anything like that. She's gonna be 12. It's not
Synthetic or natural?
natural. Please, I do love this girl.
Hmm. Yes. One moment. She's behind the counter. Uh, little tiny shallow bowl filled with glittering dust. How much were we looking for?
Actually, I'd take that bowl. That's a good amount there. I could dust probably her entire room.
This is Jamie asking. Is this you're looking for a spell component level of dust? How
Yeah,
much do you need? Gold wise.
I don't have a gold amount here.
Oh, okay. It's
These
just
these,
diamond
these are
dust?
these are notes that I've written down from session play, so I'm just following leads. This may not even lead to anything.
Fair enough. Uh She will sell you, spell component wise, the equivalent of 100 gold worth of diamond for 70 gold.
Perfect. Oh, she has a younger brother who is not doing so well in
Hmm.
school, if you can believe it, and believes in all sorts of crazy witchcraft, eldritch. Uh, do you have any holy water?
Which god?
You have. I dare not even utter the syllables.
Hmm. No, which god do you want to have bless the water, dear?
Oh, just not Kellenvor.
Not
No,
Kalimdor.
no, not Kellenvor, not Kellenvor.
They point you to a wall filled of little, like tiny hand-sized vials, each of which has been labeled with a different holy symbol relating to the god or cleric who had blessed it. You pick. Name a god, it's probably there. If it's a good obscure one, I'll have you roll a luck check, but otherwise, there's probably holy water there from a god you want.
Anything to do with like Saloon
Yeah,
or
no.
Moon?
Saloon is a big time goddess. You can
Yeah,
absolutely find that.
perfect. Then that's what I want to pick.
That'll just run you 10 gold.
Beautiful day. You are so 10 gold. That's a steal. I can't give you
No,
more.
no. You just make sure that he stays on the straight and narrow. You know, I had a grandson once, obsessed with the occult. Says he was gonna marry death. He did. Now he is dead, so he might have accomplished it, but I don't think he did. Sorry. That
Curious.
really got you, huh?
Are we still there for this? Are we around?
I assumed you guys were like perusing and like looking at like shiny things.
I mean, if you're in awe of my business prowess, like, be in awe.
I mean, they're making bank over here.
I would very much like to make an insight check on that not Kalimdor. If I can.
Just to notice it.
Discreetly. To notice it, to see if there's
I don't think there's a
why
roll necessary. Along
specifically
if you're just like
not
talking
Kalimdor.
casually.
Yeah, just not Kellenvor.
Is
I
there any
wouldn't.
sort of like
I wouldn't have put in any like extra emotion into it because I am unsure if Kellenvor is paying attention to me.
Yeah, I don't think that one's quite roll worthy yet.
okay.
It
I
was
mean,
the
can I
same
make
way
the
that
roll on it? As Lady has directly already mentioned Kellenvor to me and their fear of death.
in that case, yes, you may. If there's been a prior conversation about it, I will allow that.
Which means when you murdered me, that makes you way like that much worse.
Yeah, you were knowledgeable about like they
That's
are terrified of
premeditated.
death. Shoots in the
Yeah.
chest.
If I could make the argument, I have noticed that she does seem to have an interest in immortality.
I just got a 10, so I'm just gonna say I don't care. Like, I catch it, and I'm just like, no, it's not worth my time.
Go ahead, Amber. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Alright.
DC will be higher than it was for.
It's a 15. That's it.
You tell me then, Cass. Is 15 enough to notice that there's something weird about you and Kalimdor?
Not from that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have your holy water. You have your diamond dust. We have some health potions
And a new friend.
and a new friend, Tina. Tina's your girl.
Hey,
She's
Cool.
very invested in making sure your grandkid stays in a straight and narrow now.
I love that for my great grandchildren.
I also love how in the beginning of this conversation you're like, "Yeah, my grandkid's in a cult. You got something for that?"
well, well, you never had a grandparent come through your room and like just start tossing holy water and everything. Like, be gone.
I also love she's senile and high, so she's not gonna question it. But the fact that you
No.
just showed up at a pirate port and said, "Hey, I need to take care of my grandkid," Never mention where he is. Just like, I have a grandkid. Can you help me out?
It's, sometimes the story comes to you. You don't get to choose the story.
Is there anything else you guys wanted? Ingredient component wise, actual potions wise, I have a potions list if you guys wanted anything off of there.
Sure. I'm gonna pick up one of the bottles of lightning. And
Uh-huh.
how dangerous is this?
I mean, not as dangerous as you would think, but it'll pack a punch.
On a
I wouldn't
scale
mind
of
seeing
1
the
to 10,
ingredient.
how likely is it to kill somebody if I throw it at them?
And you hit him straight on?
Hypothetically speaking.
Scale of 1 to 10. The average person? Probably a 9. Someone like you? Probably a 5.
Roughly a D6.
Roughly about 4d6.
I will give her I'll slide her a platinum piece, and I haven't
Ooh,
bought one of these before. Does it seem about right?
that'll do. That'll do. This is just a reskinned Javelin of Lightning. It's just, you can just title it Lightning in a bottle, but if you want to like add to your inventory, add Javelin of Lightning.
Got it. Thank you.
That is 1d6 on impact from just the damage you're getting hit in the face with a glass jar, and then 4d6 of lightning damage.
Not bad.
And if you want to get creative with it, by all means. It is literally lightning in a bottle.
I am excited.
Anything else here?
I don't think I have any more money.
In that case, as you guys are like getting ready to head out, she clears her throat. Oh, while you're out there, if you could look for, there's a there's a little half elf girl robbed the shop about a week back. Her name's Erin O'Leary. I put her poster up at the bounty's office. It's small, 50 gold for the bounty. If you can like bring her here and make her say she's sorry, I'll throw on a potion on the house as well. So 50 gold and a potion of your choice. That's in it for you if you get her here to apologize, because she shouldn't be taken for people. I mean, we're pirates, but like we have to like all the code, and it's just rude, honestly.
You know, live bounties are a lot tougher. What you say? You make that 75, and I'll guarantee it'll happen.
75 and you'll guarantee it happens.
Pretty good at our jobs.
Yeah, I'll take that as a help action. Wendy, roll persuasion with advantage.
I will need it.
Because you got the, we're pretty good at our jobs.
15.
15? 70 gold, 1 potion.
Works for me.
Alright. You all come back now here, and, please bring her back. Don't hurt her too much. Like, like a couple broken fingers is fine, but she didn't steal anything that valuable. It's really just the respect thing. The youngins today don't have any respect for, my generation.
No, they do not.
Was it Caitlin O'Leary?
Erin O'Leary.
Okay, thank you.
Quick question to Roxas. Did you pay for the potions?
I did.
Okay, I'll slide you 10 gold for it. Seems like a more fair price.
Okay.
Since the discount.
Wow.
Alright. As you guys clear out of Tina's tinctures, the rest Lyslin picked this place. Where do you guys want to go next?
Obviously, a bookstore. I could also do Druid Circle and Temple.
Up to y'all. Put it to a vote. All those in favor of Temple.
I'm gonna vote against the temple.
Against the
Do
temple.
it.
Everyone gets a one down vote.
Is it
Nobody.
everyone,
Umberlace?
We were not told
it's
to go
Umberlace.
to Umberleys.
Uh,
Yeah.
quick rewind. I just didn't want to do his speech. My voice hurts so much, and
Okay.
his
Oh,
voice
that's
is
fine.
so fucking deep.
If we were told to go there, I will
You were told to go there by the time you guys left. So by the dawn of the third day, go and quickly pay your respects.
If
There's
that's
no.
where everyone's
I had
coming,
my own
I-
reasons for going. Anyway,
I will assign that job to Lislin. I'll just like
what
pull
for
you
paying
aside
your
and
respects?
just
I need to go
before,
pay Wendy's respects.
before we leave, I need you to make sure we have good clearance. I don't want to run with I don't want to go into Umberlee's temple because we're not on the best of terms.
To run the ones with a goddess.
So you want me to pray on your behalf?
That would be for the best.
I mean, she looks really amused. I guess I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. You don't have to, but I'd like to tread carefully with her, and unfortunately that means not going in her temple.
What happened between the two of you?
Long time ago, some of her culties, them fanatic types, they thought it'd be cool to, make me a sacrifice, and, well, I got real mad. Maybe there wasn't a temple left when I was done.
God damn. She's so cool. Said some random person walking by.
So, as far as I see it, we're on neutral terms. She didn't get her sacrifice and lost some people, and while I'm alive, neither of us have went out of our way to spite each other, so.
Fascinating.
Hey, Lislin, roll a religion check.
Yeah. With my -1 modifier, that's a 6.
Don't worry about it. You know that Umbrella is the ocean goddess. It's very important to pay respects whenever you're leaving town to go sailing. But other than that, nothing immediately comes to mind about her. You've been told many a time, every time you leave town, simple prayer to her keeps your ship
Mhm.
afloat.
All right.
Alright. So all those in favor of Druid Circle.
I'll follow where everyone else goes. The only place I want to go is the bulletin board and a tavern at some point, but
Yeah, I want to
in
hit.
no rush.
Uh, so Druid Circle, Temple, and the first one was Tavern?
Bookstore.
Bookstore.
Bookstore. So are we on between Bookstore, Druid Circle, and Temple? Where do we want to go?
I imagine Lady would be pretty, frothing at the mouth to get into a library, so I feel
I
like...
don't have rabies. Why does everyone keep saying that?
Maybe stop biting people or jumping out of your skin.
It's not doing this.
It's not rabies, you say, spinning around, foam pouring out of your mouth.
It's not particularly convincing.
Is the bookstore close to the armory?
Yeah, everything, all of these shops are on like this main street, either to the left or to right.
It's one of those leftist 15-minute cities.
It's very much a leftist 15-minute city with
Oh.
a major thriving port. You know what? There's some public transportation. There are carriages that are like picking people up, like 3 carriages long, like pirate trains. Also, you hear someone say something about free healthcare and maternity leave.
And paternity. Like,
And paternity leave. Just
Right.
leave. You hear someone
Just
mention
leave.
Amazing.
You're not sure if they're talking about help, about like paid time off or getting someone to leave their store. But you just hear something about leave. All right, to the bookstore we go then. The bookstore's name is Page Turner. Because of course it is. You guys walk into this store. It's lightly furnished. You see, this is not only a bookstore but also just a coffee shop. People are sitting around, picking up books at their leisure, sipping out of small porcelain cups. As soon as you step into the building, from the outside, sound gets cut off from the outside, similarly to how it was going to the different spaces on the ship. It's, so all the hustle and bustle, yelling, laughing, and screaming outside, very, very quiet in here, and just the sound of pages turning, people sipping from the cups, and coffee brewing.
Is there like a theme to this bookstore, or is it just, it's got
Not
a wide
super,
ranging?
not super themed. And you also see, disappointing to you, the selection isn't the greatest. Um, it looks like it's coffee first, books second. There is a full wall full of books, separate into nonfiction and fiction. Other than that, it's a little light on the topic. You do also see one section that says, "Leave a book, take a book." Just because of how many people are constantly coming and going out of here, you get the feeling that this cycles out pretty much every single day. Like even in the time from the time you just walked in, you see someone leave a book and take a book.
Okay, I'm definitely interested in the take a book, leave a book.
All right, awesome.
I'll go there.
Uh, cool. You go over and you see I have a list of so many books pulled up. Go ahead and roll me a d8, and that'll be how many books are on the table. I preemptively, I think, made like 30 books just to like sprinkle throughout the campaign.
7.
God damn it! All right, we're working through them real quick. All right, so there is Forgotten Art from Beyond the Veil, Edicts of Incantations, Cultures Unknown, a short essay on marine life, and Codex Draconis. Codex Draconis. I'll throw an extra one in there. A children's guide to necromancy.
Why are we teaching children necromancy?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
Well, pick up the book then.
Okay, definitely want to look at Beyond the Veil.
Huh?
And the Potex Draconis.
So this is a take a book, leave a book.
Yeah, I just want to see if I want to take them,
Oh, okay. So you do a quick flip through.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Codex Draconis is just talking about the hierarchy of dragons, how they go from a wormling, their life expectancy, all the way up to an ancient dragon, the different colors of dragons, chromatic and otherwise. You slip through a section about like Tiamat at one point. It's just like a very holistic overview of like dragons, how they function, how their hierarchies work. And the other one, Beyond the Veil. Let me pull up the description for that one. Hmm. So it's about the veil between our plane and the Feywild, and its denizens. It's about,
Say no more.
as
I'm
you
keeping
say
it.
again, quick skip. What'd you say?
I said, say no more. I'm keeping it.
All right. What book
I'll
are you putting down in exchange?
I'll grab whatever book is next to me on the bookshelf and go pay for that and put it there.
You quickly buy a 5 silver book, and just hot swap it onto the table.
Oh yeah.
And the guy behind the counter kind of raises an eyebrow and just shrugs. Like, they paid for it. So go ahead and take 5 silver out and take your. Now that you get a better look at it, it is about the weak points in the veil between the Feywild and here. There is a small map about where they are, specifically inside the Pirate Isles, and I'd be happy to dictate that map to you later. Uh, it talks about the dangers of getting stuck over, as well as because I'm guessing you're speed reading this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I assumed. So it talks about the dangers of not giving your name to fairies, don't eat food on the Feywild side. You have a working knowledge of essentially being a tourist in the Feywild and how to conduct yourself accordingly.
Yeah, that's
Isn't it
perfect
mine
for me.
peeks over your shoulder and like points out and goes, "That's a little simplistic. I don't know that it's not okay to give us your name, just maybe not your full name. I believe that they can go like call signs and things like that. That's fine."
I love that.
So
It's
you're
like
from the
correcting
Feywild then?
this like very much human colonizer trying to explain the Feywild. You're like, that's wrong.
Iceland's from the Feywild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, no,
It's
that's
like,
what I meant.
is
Like
this not
some like
okay? Yeah.
the author is like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, if you ever give your name, they'll steal your kids for all eternity. Like your family will always be cursed. And you're like, it's not that
Like, it's fine.
bad. Uh,
While they're chatting, can I wander over to the nonfiction section? And I want to look
absolutely.
for a like nothing super specific, but like books on this region in general. I'm looking for like a
Oh,
refresher on just like the things that are nearby and things that would be important. And
absolutely.
any ancient like maybe like mythos, just in general for this area.
In general, go ahead and give me a luck check.
Mm-hmm.
Just like to determine like how rare of a book you're gonna get.
15.
15. So as far as interesting phenomena in the area, you find a book on kraken sightings throughout the Isles, including like places, every single place over the past 15 years where it has been spotted and reported at least. So you have like a pretty good idea of like where, if you buy the book, you'll have a pretty good idea of like where its feeding grounds are.
Mm-hmm.
And as for the location in general, like geography wise, there's not a book, but there is a map that you can pick up of the Isles. Several actually. They're like in a bucket and they're like 5 copper each. They're very cheap.
Does the map like go into any detail about these like places? I just
If
want
you
to
want
like
more,
I just want to
oh,
know
I
like
gotcha.
general about like the places we're gonna be going, not necessarily like where they're at, but like I just want to have like a
Oh,
general
I
rundown.
understand. Sure, I didn't have that one made, but we'll say there's a tourist guide to the Pirate Isles. Uh, yeah, and I will be able to give you a description of every. If you buy this book, I'll give you firsthand knowledge of like what's on each one of the islands that you stop at.
Okay, awesome. It doesn't have to be anything specific. I'm more than
Sure.
willing to buy both of those.
Both of those is going to be 2 gold total.
Gotcha.
So you now have Kraken sightings and tourist guide to the Pirate Isles. Anyone else book shopping or coffee buying?
I think Envy will buy coffee, and I think
Sure.
she'll cast. Yeah, she'll go ahead and cast Borrow Knowledge on herself and give her proficiency in perception checks, and she's just gonna start listening.
Gotcha.
Anything interesting? Shipments? Anything that could make the ship a bit of money? Something like that.
Gotcha. Give me a perception check at advantage. And also the coffee is like a copper. It's negligible amount.
Oh. At advantage?
Well, yeah, you just give yourself borrowed knowledge. Oh, is it not
Borrow
advantage?
Knowledge only proficiency. I haven't
Gotcha,
cast
gotcha.
enhanced ability
My apologies. I got the two confused.
yet. Yeah, no worries. Okay, it's not very good. I'm gonna use my Pact of the Talisman boon here in a second.
Okay.
Oh, how? I have to find something. I just proficiency is 3, and then my wisdom is 10, and then okay, it's just a 13.
On a 13, you get two. You hear people talking amongst themselves. Seems like someone's on a date. someone is clear experiencing some high anxiety from large amounts of caffeine intake. You can like kind of hear their foot tapping off in the corner. Two interesting pieces of information you pick up. You hear two people huddle around a couple of pastries, talking about how the former champion of the fight pit here in town, at the Lucky Shot, uh, has returned just now. As of like an hour ago, the champion showed back up. A elven woman with brown hair and tattoos.
This doesn't sound like Argos, does it?
It does sound like Argos.
Mm. All right, noted.
The second interesting, both interesting person and interesting conversation that you hear. There is a woman very skimpily clad, pretty much just a bra on top and very, very high cut shorts, staring directly at Lyslin. Beautiful face of makeup, little veil across their mouth, staring at them. And you see a moment of like recognition, but they kind of like lower their eyes, murmur something to the companion they're with. The companion takes off, and they just keep watching Lyslin.
When you
The
say
companion
takes
took
off,
off?
do they like
Uh,
are they like booking it or are they like
They don't book it. They leave a little bit defeated.
okay, cool.
Defeated. Okay, so I
Defeated.
don't.
Like this woman turns, says something to the person that she was talking to. They kind of like look a little taken aback, then sigh, pick up their belongings and leave.
All right, so I don't need to make an insight check to see if that was some sort of like go some other hidden message. It looked like somebody just got rejected in favor of someone else.
Yes, that
So,
is exactly the vibe.
okay. I will I'll mosey over to Lyslin. Just casually, just perusing the bookshelves. You seem to have caught someone's eye, and just sort of nod my head in that direction as I walk by.
Liza will kind of glance over, or like look at her, look at Envy, and then glance over, like, what?
Give me a history check. This is racking your memory. Excuse me.
Hey,
16.
don't look now, but the teacher's doing this, and then they're just like turn like the most obvious stare of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look
Hey.
now, but fully turns 180 degrees.
It's like,
I pass the information. You do with what you will.
Lyslin, you know this woman. Her name is Delilah. She's one of your followers.
okay.
Ooh.
And she, when your eyes meet, blows you a kiss and gestures for you to come over.
I'll kind of give a rueful half smile to Envy and shrug, and then turn and walk over to her. It's kind of one of those, oh, what can you do? Looks.
I would like an
um,
inside check to see if you do know them.
Give
If I
me,
may.
give me a deception check to try and throw that off. We can have a contested roll here.
Okay. Sorry.
no, you're fine.
That's a natural 18. It's a 25
For insight,
for insight. I have a
okay.
+7 to my insight.
Lyslin, if you would
Nice.
please roll a deception check.
My deception check was only a 10.
Okay. They clearly know each other. You already said you're walking off, so you're giving them some space.
Yeah, I'm giving them space, but I'll cock my head. All right.
As you sit down with Delilah, they lean themselves over the table, using their arms to using their elbows to support their torso up. Beautifully painted lips, big smile. What on earth are you doing here? Am I needed?
Oh, darling, you're always needed. And like Liza will reach out and like kind of like trail a finger down her face and tap her nose and be like, but no,
Uh,
I'm just passing through for
fully,
now.
fully shudders and blushes. Just passing through. Do you need a place to stay? Do you need supplies? What are you doing all the way out here? I wasn't given word that you were coming.
No, because you didn't need to know, darling.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. But for now, you're just on standby, doing what you do best. And of course, I will do
Oh,
what I need to do. And Ryla will let you know if anything changes.
understood. I'm sorry for assuming. Are those friends of yours? Are they
Hmm,
one of
colleagues.
us? Colleagues.
And
Got it.
no,
Hmm.
just people that I'm working with in the moment.
That's a shame. The one with horns is really pretty.
A bit snobbish, but yes, pretty.
Oh, I have a type.
I'm sure you do, darling.
Hmm. Well, I won't keep you. I'll be uh staying in the third floor of the Lucky Shot. If you need me, do not hesitate to call on me.
Most assuredly will. And then she's kind of gonna give her like a heated up and down. Um,
She leans
and a
back
smirk.
into her chair so you can get a better look at her.
And a smile and just be like, ta. And get
Ah.
up and walk straight back to Envy and be like, old flames. You know, you can never get away from the people that you sleep with. They just keep popping up.
Get
Ooh, I
away
gotta
from?
sorry, check that again. Oh, I
Oh,
want to. I got to. I have to. I have to. I'm so sorry.
hey,
Wait, about if she slept with her?
If
Yeah,
you're,
go for
if
it.
that's the whole truth,
hey,
or if there's something
Envy.
else.
Hey,
Yes.
Envy, roll with disadvantage
Okay.
as Delilah does something to throw you off.
With disadvantage. 7. So 13. Do I care enough to use my Pact Talisman? Not
We're gonna
really.
burn through all those in the session. We like just got
Nah.
into town.
I'm not gonna burn through that.
All right. So it was a 13, you said?
Yes. 13.
Roxas, is that enough?
Oof.
No, not with that roll. It was a 19, god damn it. But
Oh.
honestly, though, it shouldn't be a deception because she has slept with her and it is an old flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think that's truthful, then I'll
That's fair.
happily
Yeah.
buy it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
In that case, anyone else want any more books? We'll get to the hot, passionate, old flame sex later. But for books,
Do you think that there are more books that I could possibly find an interest in?
not today. If you come back tomorrow, all these books will be like refreshed out. At least all the take
Okay,
one, leave ones.
fair enough.
Hmm. I made a revolving carousel of books for you. You just can't get them all at once. Otherwise, what do I have to offer you for the rest of the campaign?
I'm called the librarian. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me.
No, I'm happy to provide you books, and I did. I provided you 7 books today.
You did. You did.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't carry a library on me. I will come with more books tomorrow. I know where I can get more books.
Sounds good. In that case, I believe. Where do you guys want to go next? We still have an armor. We have a fight pit. We have a bounty board. We have essentially the town hall. We have the druid circle. What do you guys want to do? You guys have at least another hour or so before the shops are going to start closing, as you guys did get here around like 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Let's swing by the bounty board before it gets too crowded there. I get the feeling the fight pit will be open all night.
Sounds like decent.
All
Oh,
right.
and Envy, I would say that you would like that was very much the truth of what she said, but
Mhm.
you probably could tell that there was something extra, like, but she was
Okay.
telling the truth.
Okay. I'm I will believe whatever if you think that it yeah,
Enough
whatever
to
you
be a
say
little
goes.
bit of suspicious.
Okay, yes,
A
works
little
perfect. Yeah,
suspicious.
I wouldn't have had her like overhearing the conversation because she was going to give you space. But if there was like a little something hidden in that, I'm good.
All right, you guys head over to the bounty board. This is a. It's more than just a board. It is its own small, tucked away little building. People can come in. They have to be called in. You see, there's like a little line formed outside. It is a very, very small building. There's about a line of like 5 people in front of you. They all go in as one group. Uh, if you guys try like falling behind them, the door closes and locks. After about 10, 15 minutes, they leave with a little bounty poster, kind of just like talking amongst themselves about like where to find this person.
Any chance I could see perhaps catch a glimpse of who is on there?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Oh. Okay. It's just a 10.
A 10. You don't see the name or the picture, but you do see in at the very bottom the bounty of 1,250 gold.
That's a lot of. Ooh.
Wow,
I'm
this is
gonna do
so
something about that in
exciting.
a second.
Are all pirate bounty boards like this?
You'll find out in a second. As you guys come in, there is a single lantern on the table and a small overhead light. Behind the counter stands a maybe 5'1", 5'2", mouse folk woman. Big, big spectacles, dressed like a housewife, which is a bit out of place given the nature of this building. Uh, but she looks up from her book. Hi, are you all as a group, or is this because if you're individuals, you will have to come in one at a time, I'm afraid.
We're all here as a group.
Oh, wonderful. My name is Brune. They close their book. Uh, what are we looking for today? Are we looking for something high risk, high reward? Something on the easier side? What ship are you working for? No, we'll take care of that at the end. My apologies. What are we looking for?
Adventure.
Adventure. Okay. Um,
Uh,
vague. Don't like that. Need specificity.
well, what do you have? I think we're rather capable. We
Okay.
can manage a few.
Treasure.
Um, they gesture to the wall to the right, and you see bounties. The lowest bounty is for 50 gold for Aaron O'Leary, which you guys have upped the bounty up to 70 gold.
Hmm.
Uh, and that was from Tina. There is one for 150. There is one for 250. There is one for 400. There is one for 775, and there is one for 1,250.
Hmm. I'll just sort of try to take a mental note of as many faces as I can, as much information.
Sure.
Because it. And also, actually, is it? Can I only take one, or?
I mean, I would recommend it. How many people can you kill at once?
Oh, it's just curious how it works. I don't know if I could take more than
Oh,
one.
you could take.
Curious.
I have copies of all of these. You don't. That's just for show. Uh, the boss lady likes us having the actual board up. I actually have them here, and she pulls out like a binder, just full of copies of those posters.
Wait, do you hand out more than one copy for each bounty?
Yes,
Well, what if someone gets to it before us?
you better move quickly. That's how it works. I mean, look, like this. Look, she like points, and there's a couple that been like xed out that were for like anywhere from 10 to 100 gold. Like those ones go quick. Most of those are like local bounties, so it's just like a go find. Like she points one. It's like go find Tony. He hangs out. Uh, he like hangs out at the docks. He owes me $20. Like it's not like a lot of them are small, you know? Like I mean the big ones stay up there. That one in the corner's been up there for God knows how long.
I'll take a look at that one.
Oh yeah,
That one
we can handle that.
is the one
That's
for 1,250. Uh, and it is no name, but is a hunt for a Wendigo. For the crimes of cannibalism, mass murder, kidnapping, assault, etc., etc., etc. Like the very bottom of it is just
That one
covered in a list
sounds
of crimes.
interesting.
That
Depicted
makes
above it
no.
is the artist rendition is more or less a hairless vampire, not vampire, werewolf. Skin stretched tight across the face, rows and rows of sharp teeth, long, like abnormally long and bent arms. Frightful looking beast. Most of the other ones are for people. This is the only one that's for like a creature.
I think I've seen that face before. In a book. Yeah. I've read about these. They're dangerous, but it could be fun.
Yeah, okay. I do want to inform you that everyone's chased that one has either given up or died. And it has been up there for before I took this position. So at least 3 years.
Ooh. I
Well,
like this one. I like this one. Wendy, what do you think?
If you want to hunt it, be on the lookout for things going missing.
And you're the boss now.
I will tap my finger twice on the O'Leary one, and this one's from a friend of ours. You can consider this one completed.
Oh, like
Just
you did
just
it, or like it needs to be completed and you're just being confident. I
It's
need to.
already been handled.
All right. Sure. You see, she takes out a small piece of paper and just big slash through the name Aaron O'Leary.
What
I
else
figured
was
that
on the
one we could.
board?
Uh,
was there any information on Aaron O'Leary before I contradict my boss?
Aaron O'Leary is a tall half-elf woman with darker complexion, wider, more muscular build, short bob of hair, some freckles, and normally wears leather armor.
Last known location.
Last known location is here in Trapburg.
Right. I just take mental note of that and don't say anything.
Already handled. Well, that's good. That was only put up like last week. So, so you guys are experienced bounty hunters then. Do you want to know who else was on the board? I can't leave this voice now. There's 150 gold for a dwarf named Tajmir for the crime of smuggling of narcotics. 250 for Oshrin, a Otter Genasi, for assault and kidnapping. There is 400 gold for Buko, a goblin who stole specifically the Pirate King's property. 775 for
That one.
a. Hmm?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Continue.
I go ahead. For what's described as a yak folk, so just like a minotaur, but like a yak instead of like an ox. And their crime is the assault of the Pirate King's first mate, Nasmir.
Take both of those.
Alright, so you want Buko the Goblin and Moose Tracks the Yak.
Well, we travel around quite a bit. Perhaps we can keep an eye out for them as we're going around. Know anything about them? Last known location, that sort of deal.
Last known location for both was in Umberlay's Haven. That's where they committed their crimes. Buko was last seen headed for this town, but that last scene was a few days ago. They may have already arrived and left for the mainland, or they're still here. Honestly, I'm just going off of hearsay. But I do wish you the best of luck in your hunt.
Appreciate it. I'll roll this up and hand them to Wendy.
Now, are you here representing a ship, or are you here representing yourselves?
I suppose we're working through the. Is it the lion's head?
Sees fortune.
Seize
Sees
fortune.
fortune.
But do we have to share our loot with them?
Oh, wait, actually, yeah, you guys are owed some loot. Um, are you the captain? She points at Wendy.
Second mate.
Second mate. As long as I can see some kind of identification, I'll be able to hand over your winnings to you.
I just took the position yesterday. I can't say they've given me any documentation.
You do have the signet ring, but that's about it.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I'll hold that up.
Oh, perfect. So that is going to be. Do you prefer to take this in silver, platinum, or gold?
Gold's pretty universal.
All right. Well, this is, and she pulls a small bag up onto the table. This is 500 gold. Please do make sure this gets back to your captain. This is for taking down the Arcane Brotherhood ship. Nazmir had put a bounty on it when it got away from her. And seeing as you were the ones who, I believe, took it down outside of Cornucopia, right? That's what the report said?
That's right.
Perfect. In that case, this is for you.
I would like to insight check her. So many insight checks, just to be like,
I'll just take the gold.
sorry.
I don't care.
It's
You
I'm
take
still
the
just
gold.
like insight checking to be like, what exactly am I looking for? I am looking to see if she is maybe looking for a confirmation to maybe pass that information off to somebody else, perhaps the Arcane Brotherhood.
Go ahead.
Okay. I will use Pact of the Talisman Boon if I fail this. Okay, that's really good. That's a 24. If
24,
I need
you're
to, I
trying
will
to.
add a d4.
24,
If I need
you
to.
get 22. You get it's nothing malicious. It is bored. Like, this is my job. These people have shown up, shown the proper identification. They get the money.
Alright.
It was just here waiting.
Alright.
This is the first that you've heard of it.
Mhm.
It's possible that you were not briefed on it, as you are not the captain or the first mate.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't sort of a
Hey, look, I
an
appreciate the
ulterior motive.
cautiousness.
Mhm.
Now you guys get to decide whether or not you want to hang on to that gold for yourself or hand it over to the proper channels. Obviously, whenever the opportunity arises, that's up to you. But for now, you can add 500 gold to your inventory.
I'm not touching that gold.
Yeah, I took it. I added
Absolutely
it to mine
not.
already.
Yeah, I figured the actual officer of the group would be the one to take it.
Mhm.
Alright, so you guys, those bounties are yours. Hang on. You see they straighten themselves up, clear their throat. We here, under the Pirate King's rule, wish you nothing but luck in your endeavors. May you return safely with good harvest. Happy hunting.
Mm.
That gets so old. See you guys later. Send in the next group on your way out, alright?
Alright, before I go, is there any information on any other ships that bounties have been placed on? Or is it
Oh,
just
yes, sorry, that's why I asked. You guys are representing the Sea's Fortune. That is a Class 3 vessel, which opens you up to a little slow right now, but we do have a yeah, there is a ship that came through from Waterdeep, didn't pay the proper tithe. It is within 100 clicks of here if you want it.
I'll take it.
Sure. And she hands you a hit on what's a good ship name? I'll say the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is a good ship.
Like it.
So that bounty is also going to be for 500 gold. I wish you. I'm not doing the speech again. You can't make me do it. I only have to
Fine,
do
I
it once.
understand.
I thought you were leaving.
Apologies. Thought popped into my head. Have a nice day.
Have a good day. And they kind of like settle back into their chair and just keep reading.
And how much were the bounties for the goblin and the yak?
They
again?
were 400 gold and 775 gold, respectively. one for theft of royal property, and one for assault of the first mate. All right. Oh, we still got like an hour of gameplay left. I'm excited.
Yeah, as we're walking past everyone, again, just listening for any information on, particularly on the Dawnbreaker at this point, any of
Yeah.
the bounties, just any information that might be useful.
Nothing as of yet, just in the square, just because it's so loud and everything's talking around you, and no one that's like right next to you is discussing it. But I will let you know if that comes up.
Okay.
All right. So shops will be just about closing at this point, but the temple, the circle, and obviously all the taverns are still going to be open to you.
Well, if my experience hunting people got anything to say, I guarantee we can find this Aaron. They're an army in their drawing. They're an armor in their drawing. And, it's likely they're going to be drinking or they're going to be fighting. I think we
Most
should
likely.
maybe peep the taverns and then swing by the pit.
Well, if they're in armor too, perhaps they got their armor from the armorer here. If anyone wants to go there, might be able to get, might be a friend.
And just because you wear clothes doesn't mean you're always at the clothes shop, though.
Yeah, that's such a good point.
They'll probably be
enough.
closed.
Fair enough.
And the armor are likely to be closed at this point.
Good
The
point.
stars are starting to peek up in the sky. The sun is like fully set. Or it's probably about like 10:15 at this point.
Tavern it is then?
Let's grab some drinks and, we'll mosey on, see if we can rig us a fight or something.
I like those
So,
odds. I
You
can help.
have two options as far as tavern goes. There is the most popular one, which is the Lucky Shot that I've mentioned a couple times. That's the one that has the fight pit at it. There is also Vampire's Bane, which is more restaurant and hotel rather than like dive bar fight pit.
If I may, I would mosey up to Windy.
Mosey on up to Wendy.
And mosey on up to Windy. And, I heard Oragos is the champion over at the Lucky Shot.
Good, then that means we win either way. Fire, do some fights, and she's the champion. We get there, you bet real big on her. And I throw the fight, she's happy, we would get gold.
Don't
I
have a
love
lot
how
of gold to
quickly this
bet,
plan
but,
came together.
I'd be down for that. I'm not betting any of the gold you just got, though. That's on you.
I don't touch Captain's money.
I doesn't feel having fight thrown to.
What was that?
I wonder how the first mate would feel having a fight thrown.
Well, just don't tell her.
It says we have to tell her. Exactly. I think I'll, that sounds like a good idea for me. I'll pull my money. Don't have much, but, I'm gonna be keeping my eyes open while I'm there. Just seeing if there's any useful information.
Mhm. So, as you guys make your way over to the Lucky Shot, I'm very happy with the alcohol fighting pun. If you couldn't tell, I will keep saying it.
I love it.
It is.
I love
It is an all wood tavern. Top to bottom, everything here is made out of wood. Amber, please do not burn down this tavern. I just politely, please don't. It is an all wood
Why would I
tavern.
ever?
It's covered in carvings from people who have come before. You see even a couple members of your own crew. It seems like pretty much everyone who hasn't been to this island yet is leaving their mark. Seems some kind of tradition. You see some people like kind of like nobling one of their companions into doing it. They take out their dagger, quickly carve something in. Most of them boil down to X was here. But you see all sorts of things, especially as you get further in. There's like proclamations of, these two people love each other. I swear revenge against this person. One day I'm going. Some person named Luffy wrote down, "One day I'll be the king of the pirates." It's just. uh, Appreciate you laughing at that one. It's just a collage of hundreds, if not thousands, of people who have come here before you. And there's a moment of understanding that you are not alone in your seeking of adventure, fortune, revenge. People have done it before, and you're kind of one. You feel part of a collective for a moment. Uh, so it is by far the busiest building on the main street, especially now that like the sun has gone down. The partying has spilled out of the front door and onto the street proper. Inside, the first room sits a standard, if not like oversized dive bar. There are like 6 or 8 bartenders keeping busy in the center of it. It's just a big round counter in the middle. People are sitting on stools, ordering drinks and taking them elsewhere. And from deeper in, you can hear the thudding of someone hitting something and loud cheering further inside.
Well, there's our pit.
Let's poke around
Uh,
first and see if we can find our soon-to-be victim. Maybe we should split up. Make it clear we're not together.
I was hoping to do that. Definitely.
Everybody please stay in the building.
I'll let you know if I leave, and I'm gonna take off and. Not yet. I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself and Borrowed Knowledge again, because I imagine it's been an hour.
Yeah.
To, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone who is looking, I'm assuming, our first and foremost, who we're looking for is Miss Erin O'Leary.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
everyone, give me
Definitely.
a perception check.
Alright. And I am doing so with advantage?
Advantage and proficiency, yes.
Gotcha.
13.
13.
17.
17.
Yes.
Ooh, that's really good. That's a natural 18. 22.
And Ashton.
I got an 8.
But you've got this in the
Uh,
bag.
Yeah. Wendy, you do not find Erin O'Leary, but you do, as you poke your head in the back, you do see like the fight pit proper. The second room is like a main atrium that has like a 15 by 15 sand pit in the center, circled with like a 5 foot high wall of wood. This is like the most packed room in the building. People are throwing gold pieces up, well, not gold, copper and silver pieces out into the ring, like cheering people on. Uh, you do not see Miss Erin O'Leary, but you do see a Minotaur and a Kenku squaring up in the middle.
While I'm glancing at this area, do I see Argos anywhere?
Not with that perception check, you do not.
That's fair. That's real fair.
uh, we'll just jump straight to the highest. Envy, you scanning the room, trying to like find like what else, what else, what else, what else. You think you see someone. You do see a half elf woman who generally matches the description on the poster, but it's just an artist rendition. It's up to you if you want to like make that call or not. But they're right up against the edge of the pit, cheering, not mouthful, handful of coins, shaking them in the air, cheering on the Minotaur.
Hang on a Minotaur. Do I see any drinks around?
Oh, there are absolutely drinks, and also all the shot glasses are shaped like fists.
Love it. I'm gonna grab 2 shots, and I'm going to walk up to her. But right before I grab the shot, I'm going to cast. Like right before I get to her, before she sees me, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay, how many concentration spells do you have up at this
Oh,
point?
that's right. I can't do that. Apologies. I forgot that's
No
the thing.
problem.
No, I do not cast Detect Thoughts. I'm just going to continue with what I have. I'll just grab 2 shots, walk up to her, set one down. How's the fight going?
Fucking awful. The whole night's been terrible, honestly. I mean, look, I have put out 5 bets at this point, all losses. The big girl, she's my ticket out of here. I'm gonna win it all back. Just you wait. She's got me.
The big girl? Which one's that?
The fucking Minotaur, not the scrawny little bird. What are you talking about?
Well, I wasn't certain if you were talking about this fight or not. Cheers, by the way.
This fights. Cheers. They take the shot down it.
Mm-hmm. Well, see you from around here. Are you coming in on one of the ships?
Who the fuck's asking?
Ah, it's me, Envy. I'm new here.
They're like half paying attention to you, fully focused on this fight.
Bit new around here. Just popped in on the sea's fortune. What's your name?
O'Leary, why?
Simply curious. I'd like to know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, but why am I talking to you?
You seem like a friendly face.
Well, you have a bad judge of character then.
Well, I've been told that once or twice.
Come on, Jesse! She like starts pounding on the wood barrier, trying to cheer on the Minotaur. And as the fight breaks out, it's pretty one-sided in the Minotaur's favor. I'm going to say Lyslin. While Envy is like focused on this conversation, you're just watching the crowd at large. You see some subtle and not so subtle spell casting as people are trying to influence one side to win over the other. You see what's probably like some bless spells, some bardic inspirations. There's like a large amount of magic pulsing through the room, and no one seems to be stopping it. Not the person taking bets, not the person officiating. It seems to kind of just be like business as usual.
Whatever rules are the ones you can get away with.
Mm-hmm. But back to your conversation with Miss O'Leary.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, before we get there, lady, what was your role again?
13.
13. On a 13, you're seeing that like surge of magic too. And I'm gonna say you like still at like the top of the stairs, so you have like vantage point of like the entire arena. Envy, did you inform anyone that you saw the target, or did you just like fucking go for it?
Not yet. I was confirming that this is the target, and I have just confirmed that. So I'm not going to leave yet. I'm just going to keep talking for a moment, and when a moment either I see somebody and I can subtly cast message, I will, or I'll break.
Pick someone to shoot. The room's not like 100 feet, so you can pick anyone to shoot message to, whoever you want to.
I'll just say the first person I see. I'm gonna roll for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it to Lyslin. Because Lyslin's the first person I see. I'm just very subtly cast it as I'm talking to O'Leary. Got her. Top floor. I'll keep her busy.
And I grab Wendy. Like, seems Envy's found her up on the top floor. And there's a lot of magic floating around here. I know you're talking about getting in the ring against our first mate, but I don't know if it'll go down quite as you expect it to.
Well, to be honest, I kind of just want to hurt somebody, so.
Well, I mean, if you win the fight, I suppose we still pay out, don't we? And the
So
odds would
either
probably
way.
be better if you were the underdog coming in and sweeping the spot.
I'd prefer if Argos was the winner here, but there's a real chance that those people with magic are thinking the same thing you are and help me rather than hurt me.
Aye.
If that be the case, then maybe we make out a little bit easier, and then I'll just pay Argos back once we get on the ship.
Do you think that would work? I mean, you are the boss. But in the meantime, I think we have a bounty. You've said it's already in the bank.
Good. Let's try and keep this quiet. We don't want to cause too big of a scene.
Where's the cat?
That's a good question. Do I see a
Where
lady?
is the cat? Lady, you tell
I'm
me what shenanigans has Lady gotten up to?
I'm lost in the barbarism of the fighting pit. I've obviously never been in a place like this before in any of my lives, but I had thought that this place would be fucking disgusting, but actually there's like this weird kind of draw, and ladies like getting sucked in, just with the splendor of it.
Fuck yeah, are you betting?
No.
Alright, you're sucked into the splendor. I'm gonna say if you're able to, if you want, because it seems like a very lady thing to do, just find someone tall and like perch up on their shoulder, so like get like a better look at the fight.
Hell
And
yeah.
at first they're like, "What the fuck?" And then like see how like you're a cute cat. They're like, "All right," and just like kind of like turn back to the fight at hand. So I'm gonna say because of that vantage point, lady is high up enough that you guys can see her, but she is focused on the fight.
Seems distracted. I don't think she'll wander off too quick. Maybe, maybe we get this person wrapped up and then pick Lady up afterwards.
I mean, I think that that's fair. She hasn't been the quietest when it comes to
No, that's a
little
fair point.
versions.
Here,
Lady's gonna jump out of her skin.
I trust you can get this under wraps, so, you go help Ian be up top, and I'll keep a closer eye on Lady, and I'll go behind Lady, like, by, like, 4 or 5, like, rows of people or whatever, and I'll just lean up and watch her and not the fights.
Gotcha.
Okay? And I guess I'll head up to Envy.
Mm.
At this point, Jesse, the Minotaur, has like fully taken the upper hand and is just fucking kicking this Kenku's ass. The Kenku has like a rapier, has got like a couple good shots at like their legs, but on like one of their thrusts, Jesse like reaches out, grabs their arm, and kind of like tosses them through the sand. And like the whole crowd goes like, "Oh!" People are cheering. Some people are like, "God damn it! I have so much writing on this." It's electric in here. So because of that, and because of all the focus, um, O'Leary is not going to see you come up, Liesland, and she's definitely not paying attention to you, Envy.
Mhm. All right, that works. I'll just kind of be like casually talking to her, but not particularly doing anything to draw too much suspicion. And if she's not really paying attention to me, then I won't put it on too heavy.
Mhm.
Um,
What do you guys want to do? How do you want to handle this? You're in a crowded bar.
do I see Lyslin?
Yes,
Yeah,
Liesland
Lysan's gonna kind
advantage
of
of like behind you, I believe.
Ooh, I think I
is
have an
gonna
idea.
wait and
Is
kind of catch
Lyson,
her
like,
eye.
the biggest person in every room?
For the most part, there's a couple
Yeah,
outliers, but for the most part, yes.
and she's kind of just like hanging back just a little bit, a couple tables away, catching Envy's eye, questioningly, like, "All right, now what?"
I have an idea, but she's not particularly interested in me, and I don't know if it'll work.
You haven't really pressed her on it.
Yeah.
Like, to
I
be
think
fair,
I will
most of you
try
just said,
something.
came up, gave her a shot, gave her her name in the middle of like a game that she's like
Yeah.
interested in.
I think maybe I'll try. I'm gonna try it a little bit heavier. I'm going to take my tail and just very gently kind of brush her leg with it and kind of like sit on the railing or like lean against the railing. Been told I also tend to make interesting decisions as well. New in town, I was wondering if might be able to show me a good night.
Give me a performance check.
Okay.
Not persuasion. Not performance.
Persuasion.
Let's go performance.
Okay, performance? Okay, plus six.
You're putting on like you're putting on a character, so to speak.
Yeah, okay. Oof. Well, that's not terrible. It's a 13. I'm gonna add a d4 to that.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a wisdom check for her. Which thankfully
Hold
she's
on.
a
Lost mine.
she got a 6. Girl, don't
Oh,
waste it. It's
don't
a
bother?
6.
Okay.
It's a 6.
Okay, gotcha.
She's had a couple shots in a rough night and is about to win a decent amount of money. So like once it seems, I'm gonna say at this point Jesse has like fully curb stomped this Kenku.
Mhm.
So they just won some money. They're a little drunk, and there is a hot devil woman trying to flirt with them. They also lead up against the railing. Show you a good time, huh? You Envy, right? Sees fortune, that what you said?
That's correct.
Well, I mean, I do have a room upstairs, and I can afford to show you a good time now. Whatever you want to drink, on me,
Sounds lovely.
provided you keep your tail wrapped around my leg where it is.
I think it'll stay right there. And then I will sort of follow her as she takes the lead. I'm going to message Lyslin and say she has a room on the second floor. Um, room on the second floor, we'll get to there.
As you guys are headed up these stairs, she stops a barkeep that's like walking around, like just grabs a bottle from them, uh, gives them a gold, takes you by the hand, and starts leading you upstairs. So
Perfect.
tell me a little bit about yourself, Little Red.
Well, a bit of a musician. I just like to be entertaining, I suppose. How about you?
I'm an entrepreneur of sorts, a purveyor of fine things.
Ooh,
Not a
that's...
pirate like you, but like, I can still find things here in town if you need something.
Oh, what sort? I need lots of
How about
information
this?
for starters.
This is starting to sound a lot like work, and I kind of just want to fuck you.
Sounds perfect to me.
Lovely. They like fumble around trying to find their keys. Uh,
Kind of waiting for
and
Lyslin and sort of like...
Yeah, she kind of gave you a minute and then slept after since she knew the general direction.
Mhm.
so,
So,
yeah, it's just a long stretch of hallways, almost like a motel setup, like long stretch of hallways, identical doors, numbers on the doors. Uh, both of you give me a d20 luck check, please. We'll see how
Okay.
empty the hallway is.
18 on my luck check.
that
Ooh!
one.
Nat one. I'm gonna say Nat one is
That
going
was
to
pretty bad.
pretty bad. 18's pretty high. I'm gonna say there's two people talking outside the room about what they should get for dinner. Looks to be like a know couple of sailors, mid 30s. Not really paying you guys attention, but there are witnesses. This
Wait.
is a legal bounty though, so it doesn't really stop too much. I'm just like making you aware of like what's going on in the hallway.
Alright, I
Then
don't
we
think
have
she'll...
the full backing of the of the pirate king here because there is a bounty out for this person.
Yeah, there's nothing like that would strike me as I need to get them to leave or something, and the damage is done anyway. It's...
Mm-hmm. So Lyslin, what do you do?
I think that seeing that there's only a couple people really there, and that O'Leary is distracted, she's going to just quietly walk up and basically try and knock her out.
Fuck yeah. Just give me a. Do you like trying to like choke hold her out or like just hit her in the back of the head?
Hmm.
I'd say I'll try to position myself where I'm against the wall and she would be on top of me, basically, and that way Lyslin can come
I
in.
gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah.
How about this? Roll me an unarmed attack, and if you hit, add your sneak attack damage, and we'll say it's non-lethal.
Okay.
This is your whole thing. I'm not gonna take
What
your
the?
sneak attack from
That's
you.
another nat one.
Oof.
On
Can I
a
do anything?
Yeah.
you know what? She is distracted. You guys have to put like a decent amount of work into this. I will allow advantage. That would give you the sneak attack anyway.
Okay.
Hmm?
Well, that's a 2 for
Oh!
an
On a
8.
two. All right, no saving this one.
Yep.
Um,
That was
so
awful.
she a two. My God.
So it was an
Um,
8 total, but yeah.
you walk up. You have your hand ready, fist is clenched. You like rear back to swing at her in the back of the head. It's nothing against you. She drops her keys. They bounce behind her. She turns around, looks up, and sees you. I'm gonna say you have enough time to like put your hand down, but she like kind of looks at you up and down. Did you want to join us?
Oh, darling,
Definitely.
that's where you are.
Oh, you guys know each other.
You could say that.
And yes, I would love to
Quite
join you.
spirited. I'll take my tail and kind of like wrap it around Lysalin's leg a little bit. Try to like salvage the situation.
Turn the fist into like a caress and like lift a finger under her
Like,
chin and just be like, "You're really cute."
All right,
is this,
persuasion check from Lyslin.
Is this Gaslight or Girl Boss?
Is this girl boss or gaslight?
I think at this point, if he's like, "Wait, are we
Nat
just
20.
first?"
Of fucking course.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
God. On a nat 20, there is a flash of something ethereal and magical and dangerous behind your eyes. And for the first time, she was acting like she was hot shit, you know? She was
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, I've made a bunch of money and this fucking hot tiefling likes me. You say, I would love to join. Her face completely like melts. She's blushing brightly. Her ears are twitching. And she's, I'll get the door. And just turns her attention, quickly opens the door, and ushers you guys into her room.
And we will like, what do I have to do to get to look at that? Anyway,
The difference is that Envy is the bottom and Lysalin's the top.
Yep.
But Erin closes the door behind her, positions herself between the bed and the two of you, does her best to look seductive and sexy. So, how do you want to begin? Very standard, like, hotel room. No windows or anything like that, because it is a lot of privacy here.
I think Envy came into this room 100% intending to collect the bounty, and it's now going to look to Lysalin and be like,
That's how. Like,
Well, what do you guys want to do?
I'll fuck it up.
You want to make some gold?
You're asking Erin this?
You're asking Aaron.
I mean, if Lysalin doesn't try and look for a second, she'll be like,
I think.
hmm.
Now
No,
it
she
seems
doesn't
like
say-
you're
she
just
doesn't say it, she doesn't say
calling
it.
her a prostitute.
No. She doesn't. Envy doesn't say anything.
All right.
I think
So,
Lyslin will walk up to her and kind of go to do like. I think this time she is gonna try and choke her out because she's gonna reach up and she's gonna like caress her face, and just kind of be like, "Well, we could start with an apology for the apothecary, and then try
What?
and take
yeah,
her."
go ahead and another unarmed strike.
I'm gonna give you Bardic Inspiration for this one.
Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
So add a d6. I'll
Looking
say you really should just apologize.
So that's a 17.
17. Go ahead and roll damage with sneak attack to choke her out. You see, she's a commoner. You seem to get more than I believe a 6.
It's 7.
That's
Failing.
7 points of
Cool.
damage.
So you caress her, place a hand around her throat, and just squeeze so tight that as she utters "what," immediately her voice is cut off. Tongue comes out of her mouth. Eyes go wide. She like claws at your hand, but you just like squeeze tight for a few seconds, feel her body relax, and let her go onto the floor.
Yeah. And then I'll just kind of like.
just one hand
Yep.
chokes someone out.
I imagine.
And kind of
Lyslin.
look over at Envy and be like, "All right, and now that's done."
All right.
imagine there's a
How do we get
very
out of
brief
here?
Flash of like optimism followed by devastation.
Yeah, it was like, help the apothecary. Oh, this feels kind of nice. Oh, wow, that's really tight. Oh, we did not establish a safe word. And just like,
And then Lysan will scoop up the bag of coins that she just gotten
Oh,
and
I forgot.
then grab her.
Nice. Oh,
yeah,
I mean,
roll me a d100.
Alright.
That'll be how many silver you get.
38.
38 silver, which translates to 3 gold, 8 silver.
Alright, hell yeah.
Nice. All right. Are we taking it straight there? Here.
It's closed.
Oh, damn it. Do we
You
know where
guys
she
just have a
lives?
body.
Now we just keep her, like, I guess we suppose it's not for us to decide. That's for Wendy.
What? Yeah?
I feel like we
Speaking
should
of
just take it
which,
down.
down below, Wendy, leader of our fearless leader, what are you up to? You watch them go upstairs with the target, and they haven't come down for about a minute or two.
Okay, I'll give it like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I will just walk up behind the cat, and I will poke her in the back of the head with 2 fingers, and I will just lean in and say, "You're not paying attention. You could be dead right now."
I'm on someone's
Oh my
shoulder. Why are you doing this to me? Fuck you! I'm trying to enjoy something.
I just want to enjoy something
We're
for once.
My
pirates.
God, you've already murdered me. What's happening?
Now you're threatening to do it twice.
Come on, let's go. They're upstairs.
Oh, right.
I love it.
Yeah, of course. I'll
Just
hop on.
let me enjoy something.
I'll hop down and chase after Wen.
I'm gonna say you guys all reconvene in the bedroom. She's unconscious. Are you guys restraining her in any way?
What did you do?
Yeah, I would tie her
We
up.
took her to the bounty. She's alive. She's fine.
Cool. We'll say you guys take the sheet off the bed, tie her hands and legs together. No check needed. She's unconscious. You hog tie her real fucking good. She's gonna be very confused when she wakes up. You
I can
guys
get
also
you out.
now have her room key, so you don't have to pay for a room tonight if you don't want to.
Swing that on my finger. Perfect. And a free room.
Boss, they had this handled. Honestly, my presence. This could have been a telegram for me. Like I could be downstairs
This
watching.
maybe could have been an email.
Oh, so you're forfeiting your share then?
What do you mean? How can I helped. I just
you?
wasn't here for the catch.
In what way?
You were much
I was-
quieter distraction this time.
I was a set of eyes. I just didn't see her.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get everybody in the building killed this time.
At this point, because people don't stay unconscious for very long, it's a short-term thing. At this point, Erin kind of like rouses herself. Eyes start darting around the room. Did you gag her in any way, or is she just tied?
I want to gag her. I would have, yeah.
Yeah, of course Liza wants to gag her. Okay, so she's hog-tied and gagged. Now seeing 4 women in the room.
Unfortunately, darling, this is not quite your lucky day.
And a cat.
Yeah, you see her eyes go from confusion, optimism, confusion again, anger.
This really doesn't actually have to be that terrible for you. All you need to do is apologize to the apothecary.
What'd she say?
I didn't think
I
she wants to
can't
apologize.
understand her.
You can't understand it. You assume it's a long string of curse words.
Here, I'll do our negotiating. And I bend down and I put the gun into her, like, right at her face.
Jesus Christ, you can't kill her!
She goes fully still, eyes looking up at you very pleadingly, does not make another sound.
See? We've come to an agreement. She's gonna apologize tomorrow and she gets to live. And I'll twirl it and I'll holster it again.
And she just like lays on her back and looks up at the ceiling, doesn't move.
How good's your rope work? And I'll motion at the 2 who tied her up.
I didn't tie her, and mine is not great.
Knowing Lyslin, it's probably pro work.
I would say that it's decent.
Seems pretty good. I mean, do we need to watch her? I mean, I'm pretty certain you just scared the absolute hell out of her. If I'm gonna like cast a message to Wendy so that our captive does not overhear.
I'm gonna lean
What if we just
down
let it go?
to her and just be like, I need you to know that I'm the nicest of the group. All of them, and I'm gonna point to everybody else, they scare the crap out of me. There's don't want things to go too poorly for you. All you need to do is
Intimidation
apologize.
check with advantage. Choked her out with one hand, said, I'm the nicest person in the room.
Yeah, but you look crazy because I'm a cat
there is a cat.
who's trying to keep
Oh my
her alive.
What are these dice?
I would have
Not.
been talking to Wendy, so I can't give you an
It's an
inspiration.
8.
I'm the nicest person in the
8?
room,
I
and
don't
there's a
know.
grandma in the corner.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
You know, that's fair. You say I'm the nice person in the group, and she kind of like side eyes Lady a little bit, and back to you.
Yeah, I've seen that cat to become nothing more than a skeleton. And she screamed so hard she ripped someone's face off. I know. It's. I sleep with one eye open, honestly.
I don't sleep at all.
So what do you guys choose to do with your captive?
I would have messaged Wendy to say, if we just let her go with a promise that she'll go apologize tomorrow, that's our bounty done. Then again, we may not be. Well, someone else might get hit first.
I'll say, I don't think I like risking that. Even though we shut the bounty down, I think that there could still be people looking.
Fair enough. Who's babysitting?
I will bend down, and I am gonna mark her.
You're going to what?
So I'm gonna make her my hunt for the day.
Gotcha. I for some reason in my head I'm like, you took out a Sharpie and just like drew on her face.
Hey, I can do that too.
You can't if you want. That is your choice.
No, I have an ability for that. But I will just kind of like memorize her face, what she sounds like, and stand up. Worst comes to where she runs, and I'll find her. So let's just go back downstairs. She'll be here fine on her own.
First, don't leave me here.
I understood that one.
Make her at least comfortable. I don't want to water.
I'll bring you a drink up when we come back from bed.
I will scoop her up off of the floor, and I will toss her on the bed.
Ah! She's on the bed now. I don't have context. She's on the bed. She's laying patiently. You guys have scared the absolute fucking shit out of her. She is a 50 bounty gold. She's just gonna hang out. She is not gonna run.
Hey, 50 gold is $500.
And it's 70 gold, not that she knows.
Oh,
That.
no, 50 gold is 5,000.
5,000?
Really?
Yeah, well, there's not really like a direct conversion.
I can stay. I got books to read.
Are you sure? You seemed awfully in tune with the show down there.
Oh well, it's over now. I'm sure.
Oh, there'll be plenty more.
It goes on all night.
You hear someone yelling out from the hallway. Oh my God! The next fight's starting.
I think Wendy even wants to be part of the fight.
One of us, I've motioned at the group in general, is gonna fight, and the others are gonna bet on them.
It's certainly not going to be. I'm not fighting.
What? You don't want to get your
No.
hands dirty?
I don't want to get my face broken.
Who's the best fighter among y'all? I mean, that's obviously not me. Let's recount our steps.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna go to like the edge of the bed frame and like kneel down and prop my elbow up. Red, you want to see who got this? And I'll extend my arm for arm wrestling.
Yes.
She looks delighted.
Let's see. There was that one guy blew his face off.
Aaron rolls over so that way they can like watch the arm wrestling match.
I'll prop him up and kind of sit next to them. And
Let's
just
go,
sort of
Captain.
watch.
This is the most aggressive fucking sleepover they've ever been to.
It's great.
We're going to do this best of 3 contested strength checks.
Okay. I will take your hand and let's see what you got, Fluffy.
Bring it.
Fuck him up. All right. First roll. 3, 2, 1, go.
I got a 12.
13.
13. Lyslin, you dig your nails into the back of their hand and start making some slight gains towards their way. Next roll.
Oh, you must want it.
22.
22.
Oh.
God damn.
And I fold.
You fold?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I have a 0 strength modifier, so.
Oh shit. Should I have made it athletics? Do you have like an athletics
you're fine.
bonus?
You're fine.
Alright, cool. In that case, in a terrifying display of strength, you guys watch as in like 3 seconds, Lyson locks eyes of envy. It's a little serious for a second and just slams their hand over.
Shit.
She looks kind of puzzled. Hmm. Wasn't expecting it to go so fast. But I suppose you're
And
more
I'll,
ranged weapon.
like, I'll keep holding your hand, but I'll use my other one to just feel your bicep. You know, that fur hides an awful lot of muscle.
God, this is the gayest fucking
Stuff.
Just fuck already.
She kind of like does the little subtle flex thing.
Oh, the fucking. I'm a master of the subtle flex. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
I've never had
She's like,
one
well, I
to
do
flex
try.
with. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just make yourself really uncomfortable for a second, but your arms look great.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lyslin, you have won the match. Do you want to fight?
Is that what this means? Then, and like she looks at me, and she's like, I thought you were going to be on fighting, but I guess I can.
Admittedly, I'm trying to lay a little on the lower side, but if you don't want to, I was just trying
I
to
thought
pick
you
who could
wanted
throw
to
the
work out
fights
some
easier.
aggression.
I mean, I can do that in a lot of ways, but yeah, I'll fight if you don't want to.
She kind of gives you like this long consider. I'd be interested in learning all the ways you work out your aggression.
God, it's so
This is
tense
my
in
room
here.
tonight.
That's great.
I will ignore that completely, and let's get downstairs now.
I do love that. This is my room tonight. Is that what Envy said?
Yeah, she's like, you will too will find a different room. This is mine tonight.
Mm-hmm. You hear Aaron mumble, "This is my room."
Not anymore.
Sharing is caring, darling.
Yes.
Oh, what's your shirt? They
Well,
trail
take all
off.
the apothecaries.
Don't rob old halflings.
Yeah.
Then maybe you would have actually gotten laid.
A petty theft.
So, Lyslin, just to be clear,
Yeah.
who's fighting?
Lies on a fight. Like,
Cool. As you guys make your way down, is anyone staying up here to watch Aaron?
I'm not. Nope.
She's marked. She's tied up in the locked room.
I'll make sure she's comfortable and I'll before I leave. If you make me find you, I'm gonna send you back in ashes, okay? Don't make me do that. I'm trying to be nice.
Please take the Greg out.
Are you going to yell?
No.
Okay. I will take it out a little. Do not
Cool.
make me regret this.
I
Alright.
have to. Of course, I have to say this is like the hottest night of my year. That's all. Like, I'm just saying, if you want to make out after this, I'm down. You said you're using the room, and I'll be in that room. Just putting that out there.
wild automatic
Okay.
energy.
Yeah.
I know
I'll
what
see
I
how the
hear.
night goes. Sure. I'll be back.
Have fun.
I'll shut the door, wait a minute, make sure she's not going to start screaming,
Nope.
and then
No movement, no screaming.
perfect.
As
And I'll
we
go
get out,
downstairs.
Christ, I thought I was gonna have to break her legs, and turns out she's gonna sit here patiently waiting for us.
See, sometimes niceness works.
Why does
Her
it feel like you
mistresses
wanted
told
to break
her
her leg?
mistresses told her to sit, and she sat.
Admittedly, I
I
don't know
didn't
how you
I
work,
didn't
but I cannot
design this
argue with
carrot.
results.
Yeah, I did not design this character as a massive fucking bottom, but like here we are. And honestly, it makes sense. Big energy in the beginning and then immediately folds as soon as they're in
Yeah.
a private room. This makes sense actually. So you
Oof.
make your way down uh into the atrium once again. Lyslin, you find a dwarven fellow. Uh long black beard, long black hair, all of it filled with like ceramic beads. A very intense look in his eye. Draws a drag from his pipe. Looks up at you. You getting in?
I think I'd like to.
All right, buy-ins of gold. How good of a fighter are you?
I'm a pretty good fighter.
Pretty good, as in just kind of like waves his hand, waiting for more. I just need to know what the odds are. Otherwise, you're gonna start at like the very beginning with everybody else. Which like that's fine if that's what you want to do. I'm just like letting you know ahead of time.
I'm a specialist on what is it? I cannot remember the name of the ship. God damn it.
The sea's fortune.
Sea's Fortune. It's kind of
I
my
don't know
job.
what the fuck that is. Look, I'm gonna put you at the bottom. You'll work your way up by the end of the night. Fairly chance back in town you have a show you the title. All right.
Sure.
All right, get in there. And he just like like taps you on the back of the leg. Uh, holds out a hand for your 1 gold.
Yep. She'll flip it over to him.
Short rest.
Or red. I don't think that she needs one, but
No, it's just yelling short rest.
I'm a warlock. I need it.
you need it.
Keeping your
Yeah.
ears and eyes open. Lyslin, as you are about to get into the arena, you find as you like take a look around, you see people already preparing to cast spells. Some subtly, some not so subtly. And you get the idea that if you get the crowd on your side, you'll have a much better time. Is there anything you want to do to get the crowd on your side?
She's going to draw her cutlasses, um, and kind of like give a really jaunty, flirty salute out to the crowd, um, and wink and turn and wiggle her tail as she steps into the arena.
Okay. Give us a performance check, please.
If I can do something to help.
You can. The whole fight is going to be about that.
All right.
It is at 15.
15.
Um, if I can help, I would. Seeing Lyslin sort of trying to get the crowd on
Excuse me.
her side, I think I'll take out my lute quick, jump on a table, start
shit.
like playing just a little bit, and give a bit of a cheer. Like everyone, give it up for Lyslin, the beautiful, the strong, the perfect. I promise you're going to love this fight. Everyone, keep your eyes on her.
Lyslin, go ahead and re-roll that performance check. We'll say this is like at advantage now.
So much for pretending we're not together.
That brings it up to
Immediately out the window. What'd you say?
that brings it up to a
went-
20, a dirty 20.
30-20. The crowd is fully on Lyslin's side for his first fight. Your
And we
opponent,
completely forgot.
older guy, mid-50s, climbs into the ring. Uh, kind of like slightly sallowed skin, slightly slanted eyes. He's definitely seen some combat over the years, but his prime is far behind him. He has a scimitar and a buckler, and wearing like minimal armor otherwise. And I would like for you to roll initiative.
Okay. That is an 11.
An 11, that's going to be a 9. So as a bell is rung, and there were no rules given for this fight. You didn't see anyone else fighting to the death, but it wasn't specified. Just
Okay.
like letting you know, there was no one gave you the rules.
It's
So
just kind of like do the thing.
yeah, do the thing. You go first. What do you want to do? He's about like 20, 30 feet away from you because it's like a 15-foot radius. So opposite side, 30 feet away.
Okay. She is just going to um give a roar. She's not going to enter into her rage because she is
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure that she should wait, and she is going to attack with her cutlass
All right, go ahead
or
and
with
roll to hit. You charge in.
first one is a nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
What are these dice?
Because you got the crowd on your side at the beginning of this, I will allow you to add your sneak attack to his first hit as someone throws a beer at his head, blinding him as you come in for the attack.
That is
You think this would be like a fair fight in the first pirate town you got to, did you?
so 8 plus 6 with sneak attack is going to give me 15. Um, and then she has to hit 2 attacks.
Yep, second attack.
That is going to be a 23
Okay. I'll absolutely hit.
for another 9 points of damage.
Cool. You described to me how in 6 seconds you immediately defeat him, and if it's lethal or non-lethal. So
Um,
beer, you charge in. Some guy yells, fuck you, Pete," and just like throws a mug of ale at his head. Like you hear the loud clunk against the side of his temple. Beer gets in his eyes. He like puts up a hand to like kind of like steady himself, and you're on top of him. What do you do?
I would say she is doing. I'm gonna say that she's doing slicing damage for trying to incapacitate. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so first hit, she does a hamstring, and then she just does solid slices up his torso to drop him further.
Jesus. Yeah,
He
he
goes
drops
down.
to his knee immediately at the hamstring slice as he can no longer support his weight. Falls down onto his knee. You cut him across the chest. He lays on his back and like puts up a hand to like wave the fight.
And she'll just take a step back and kind of flick the blood off of her cutlasses and like, uh, hmm. She looks over at the dwarf that put her in and goes, "Should I still start at the bottom?"
Oh, jeez. He tosses 5 gold to you, which is your winnings for this match. And he motions off to someone in the crowd, gives a thumbs up. You got to keep fighting. To you, Lyslin.
Yep, that's good.
All right, bring in the next one. Stepping into the ring is a 7-foot tall bear of a man. Big belly, big muscles. Skin as black as the night. Bright golden eyes. Full beard. Long head of hair, both stark white. Covered in dragon tattoos. Cracking his knuckles. No weapon, just his hands. Cracking his knuckles, steps into the arena. Alright, this fight's gonna be against the dragon. Lyslin, do not disappoint us. Uh, Give me another performance check. We'll see who the crowd is going to be on this time.
I'll say, if I can.
That is another nat 20. Damn.
You, you, he rolled a 2 plus, he rolled a 2 plus 3. He got a 5. I had hopes for him. With a nat 20, the crowd is fully on your side, which makes sense given that like last encounter. Everyone is already screaming your name. A couple people are saying it wrong because they only heard it once so far, but they are trying. The crowd is fully behind you. Roll initiative at advantage.
Not that you needed it, but I would have given you advantage for that performance roll by starting to play music, something like heavy metal, something for a fight. I don't know.
Fuck
I don't know
yeah.
what Renaissance. I think, yeah, she won't.
You have
break
to
out
beat
all the
a
stops
6
yet,
on
but yes.
initiative.
You got a 16.
Yeah, you go first again. What do you want to do?
Um, yeah, I think that she's just gonna keep going for it and just a quick step in and slice him up.
So as you guys are standing in the crowd, the announcer goes, "The odds here are 1-to-1. If she wins, double your money."
First hit
Anyone
is
want to bet?
16.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Definitely. I believe.
I want to ride. I want to
Yeah,
get.
The betting
Yeah.
limit for this round, because it's still lower down, is 10 gold.
Yeah, I'll throw in 10.
I'll throw 5. Ooh, I'll
That's
throw in
it?
10. Yeah, I'll throw in 10.
Yeah,
Two.
we're still in penny slots territory.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean like she's asking that like loudly. Is that it?
Oh. Cool. You now have eyes on you because people know you have money.
She does not know not to say that stuff.
Does who wants to bet and how much?
10, absolutely.
10.
10.
10 from everybody? Cool.
Mhm.
All right, Lyslin, first attack. What are you doing?
First attack was 16 to hit.
16 to hit. That will hit, just barely.
Mhm.
He puts his hands up. You see the wrist wraps he has on glows slightly. Your cutlass kind of like scrapes off of one of them, but it's still going to hit as you like find purchase further down his arm. Give me some
Okay.
damage.
First one was 4 damage. A little underwhelming.
All right. Second attack.
My second attack is another nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
um,
Go ahead.
does that give me my does
No.
that give me sneak attack again?
In this context where the crowd's on your side, I'll allow sneak attack, yeah.
Okay.
We'll say someone actually like, grabs him by the hair, pulls him back for a second. He like stumbles, like his guard drops. You have a full opening of his torso.
That was another 11 damage then.
All right, so another 11 damage. You slash him down. He does not go down nearly as quickly as the other guy. It's now his turn. He's going to take 3
If
attacks at you.
if
Oh,
he
yeah, more.
hasn't
Yeah,
gone
more.
down, I can
Mhm.
bonus action and do a third attack.
Oh shit! Go ahead. Go off.
And that is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that'll be another 6 damage.
Let's go. All right, so another 6 damage, another slash across the stomach, tearing apart some of his tattoos he has. That's expensive for him. But he's still going to go. He gets 3 attacks of his own.
Hell yeah.
A 15, a
That is my AC.
24,
Okay.
and a 13.
So the first 2 hit, the last one does not.
All right, that is a total of 12 points of slashing damage. As he regains his footing, he actually cuts off his own hair that the person was holding him back by. In that same stroke, as the sword comes up from cutting the hair, comes down, crashes on top of you. You take that damage. He holds up his shield, gets a little bit in defensive posture. It's your turn again.
She's going to smirk and I still don't think I don't think that she's going to step into a rage just because she knows how
No
unpredictable
rage
it is,
yet.
and
No
this is a
rage.
very tight. So she is going to just keep hack and slashing at him.
All right. All right.
Oh, that was damage. First one is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll do 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. Another good cut across him.
Second one will be a 17.
17 also hits. Go ahead.
That'll be for another 8.
Beautiful. He's starting to look pretty injured at this point as you're just like lightning fast, 2 cutlasses, slash, 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 slash. Uh, really cut up, big gashes all across his torso. His shield, you're able, with your quick footwork, you're able to like step inside his guard, cut him, step out. It's beautiful. So like, it's almost like a dance rather than a fight. But that's your 2 attacks then, right?
And she will take her third bonus action attack, and that was a 14, so I don't think that's
A 14, that one's not going to hit.
right. So she misses that one.
You watch him like clap his hands together, and he's going to go in and try and grapple you. Can you just give me a contest athletics? Did you roll in athletics, please?
Yep,
To be a 16.
that is at 24.
He tries to like grab you. He actually like grabs hold of one of your ears, but you're able to cut him at the wrist to the point that the pain makes him let go. He's going to try that one more time. Another contested strength check. You have to just be an 8.
Yeah, 23.
23. Once again, this time he tries to grab you, grab his hand, and just like toss it to the side. The crowd is fucking electric at this point. You feel a surge of magical energy as you are just dominating this fight. Uh, you are going to roll your next turn at advantage because again, that's 20 from before. Everyone's on your side. The
Yeah.
rest of you in the crowd, are you guys doing anything to help, or do you think they just got it at this point?
Oh, no, I'm just watching.
I'm not gonna do anything to help, but I am gonna wander over to the door, and I'm just gonna set 10 gold on the like railing in front of him. Let me fight the rabbit.
He sizes you up. He's going to roll an insight check of his own. He looks you up and down. That sounds entertaining. You got next. Lysling, go ahead and take your turn as this betrayal is
This is
happening
great.
just out of you.
Alright.
And we'll just keep playing.
Yeah, her first attack's gonna be a 12, so that'll miss.
Let me get some
Oh wait, no, they're at
music queued up
advantage.
for their
I
fight.
forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Which means her first attack goes to an 18, which will hit. 'cause
18
they're at
is
advantage.
absolutely gonna hit.
5 plus sneak attack. Be another 2, so 7 for that first attack.
7 from the first start. He's on his last legs. He's like stumbling, barely staying on his feet. He's swaying. He's like still trying to throw punches at you. You're just like effortlessly dodging in and out of them.
Second one is not gonna hit at a 10.
Not gonna hit.
And
He's able to like lift up those wrist wraps, block that one shot. He gets like a small smirk thinking he's got you as he comes in for that cross. You have your third attack though, right?
yep, and she'll use her third attack, which was an 18 to hit.
Uh-huh.
And that'll do 8 damage.
So as he counters your one, is about to come in. The fist is about to hit your head. How do you want to finish him off?
I think that she's going to I think that she's going to reach forward and she's going to run the cutlass through his shoulder in a non-lethal spot, but like right through that center to just drop him. Maybe break the
Ooh,
clavicle.
yeah, you just get right in the center of the rotator cuff, tear up some tendons. He's gonna need some. It's gonna take him a while to heal off of this. But he drops to his knee, puts up a hand to like stop you.
And she'll just like
I
yank the
give,
cutlass out.
I give.
Step back.
Crowd is fucking electric. The dwarf hops up onto the railing. Ladies, gentlemen, and those outside of our binary, we have a grudge match. This little lady right here wants to take down our new challenger. Let's give them all a let's give them all a grand round of applause. He bends down to you, Wendy. What's your name?
Just tell him something. And I'll, like, I have my hood up at this point. Just try not to let people see my face.
All right. The stranger. Best I can come up with. I'm a little drunk. And you hop up into the ring. Liza, any reaction to this?
License kind of just like a little open mouth and startled, and then like schools her expression back to just like settling in and being like, Fine. Okay. I guess we're doing this.
You hear someone from the crowd yell at you, Lyslin. Hey, catch! Make me a deck save as someone throws a bottle at you.
At Lyslin?
At Lyslin.
That is a 13, and I will use my reaction for lucky footwork to bump that up. Like, did I fail it at a 13?
A 13 you pass.
Okay, then I won't worry about it. But
You catch a potion of healing, just a normal potion of healing, that someone out in the crowd threw to you.
um,
We love you, Lyslin!
I was trying to
should
get a
kind of
chance of Lyslin going.
toast it and toast it out to them and toss it back.
Oh, nice. Do so you take that, go ahead and roll your 2d4 plus 4 for your healing. And then we are going to have uh Wendy, are you trying to get the crowd on your side?
Not at all.
Got it. You can Lyson, please roll an uncontested performance check at advantage just to see how much people like you. Also, everyone who
help.
bet, you can add 10 gold to your inventory from last fight.
Sweet.
That 22.
22. People, the chant of Lyslin is going. People are saying the name correctly now. People are toasting you drinks. However, because of all this, the odds are now 2-1 in Lyslin's favor because the crowd is swayed that hard that way. So now, if the betting is still going to be held at 10 gold again, if you bet 10 gold, you'll get 5.
Or 20.
Because now she's on a hot streak.
Or 20. Because you guys would also recognize Wendy, I assume.
Yeah.
Or
How
20
confident?
if Wendy wins.
Have confidence, Wendy.
Also, did you say we have to close down soon?
What was that?
What'd you say? I thought you said something, Roxas.
Oh, and I think it was just on if they were betting on Wendy instead.
Gotcha. Who? If you're betting, who are you betting on?
I want to know how confident
I have
Wendy
made
looks.
no signs of either, I have made no outward displays. I've simply walked up with the hood down.
Yeah, but we know it's you, though.
Yeah, you're right.
You've already murdered me.
Yeah,
All
you're
I
right.
keep hearing is Wendy is so dangerous.
What you guys want to do?
I'm
going to bet
bet
10
on
gold
both
on
of them.
Wendy. I'm going to bet 10 gold on Wendy. But I'm
Try to
going to
bet
try
10.
to... yeah, I'm going to bet 10 on Wendy, but I'm going to try to assist Lyslin.
So you're betting on both, you said?
I want to bet on both. I don't want to help either one of them.
All right, you bet on both. So, for the time being, subtract 20 gold from your inventory.
Oh, did I get money from winning that second match?
For the second one, let me check the winnings format. I have it written down.
Mm-hmm.
For the second one is 50 gold.
50?
50.
Hell yeah.
First one was 5. For beating up an old man. We have jumped up a little bit in difficulty.
Crush
I'm
that
gonna
guy's
put on.
bone.
Yeah, cool. There we go. I got some Doom music going for this fight. For our first PvP proper of the campaign, would you guys please roll initiative?
And
Do I still get advantage?
Yes, you get advantage because of the crowd. Because the
I'd say
crowd fucking
also-
loves you.
add a d6 for Bardic Inspiration, because it's going to pop out her wings. And is there a chandelier that looks like it could hold my weight for a minute?
There is now.
Perfect. She's going to fly to the chandelier and just start playing on her lute and just continue. I think she's going to start playing a song, making it up on the spot about Lyslin.
Wait, so you're helping
Trying to get-
Lyslin even though you bet on Wendy?
Yes, I win either way.
All right. Roll initiative. Let's see it.
19.
She got a 19 as well.
Add a d6 to yours,
Yeah.
Roxas.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
And that's a 1, so there you go. It's 1.
Well, there we go. So,
Hey, it worked.
so you guys lock eyes across from the opposite sides of the arena. Someone in the crowd who you assume have some kind of authority here just yells "Go!" In that moment, you guys just both pick up a cloud of sand behind you, sprint at each other full force. Lyson, you are a hair faster than Wendy is. Go ahead and make your turn.
First is a 16.
That is, I'll parry that.
Okay. Second is a 9.
Block,
So
block.
she will take her third bonus, and that one is a 23.
Yeah, that's a hit, for sure.
So that's only for 2 damage. So it's a miss, miss, and then like a light cut, and she'll dance back a little bit.
As you see, like, you swing and you catch her, like, right across the wrist, and then you watch as it just closes up on its own. I'll get in really close, and I am going to swing twice.
I'll be right back, guys. Go ahead and play fair, kill each other, have fun.
16. Oh, wait,
That'll
no,
hit.
that's wrong. That's a 19.
Oh, that'll definitely hit.
And the second one's a 15.
Meets, so hits.
Okay, 2. So... Sorry, new weapon. I'm trying to learn this one still.
There you go.
You good? I only have one last, Bardic Inspiration.
I am gonna stab you 4 times in the chest for 26 points of piercing damage. Just
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, really, really fast.
Jab,
And I'll
jab,
I'll
jab, jab.
just look at you and I'll stand real close and I'll just give you a little smirk.
Oh god, it's intense. I love it.
She's gonna
love it.
grin and be like, "Alright, now we're talking." And then she'll step into her rage.
Give me that D100
Yes!
roll. Let's see it.
And we will see.
Right now, do it.
Do it! Do it!
Let's light this fucking candle.
That's a
Let's go.
2.
Everyone dies.
It's a 2? Oh,
It's a 2.
please
Oh,
pull up that
no.
table. What is it? What is
I have to
it?
pull this up. It's a 2. Shit, that's wrong.
Oh no.
So
So
this
how
one
did-
is about sorcery points, so I'm not sure how that is going.
Hang on. Let me check this out.
So how does this feature work exactly?
It's a table that I pulled off of the internet.
So Lyslin is a
Ah.
wild magic barbarian, so every time that she
Ah.
enters her rage, she rolls on a wild magic table to see what effect takes place.
All right, you know
Ooh.
what? Here's what's gonna happen. Both 1 and 2 are rolling consistently. So I would like you to roll 2 more times. We'll bump it up to a 3, and you're going to roll on this table twice.
Oh no.
That puts it at a 56.
56. All right, give me a moment. And you also roll again. You have 2 more rolls. So I need 2 numbers. So 56,
And a 34.
34.
A
Okay.
43.
Say it again.
And the last one was a 43.
All right. So, 34 and 43 play off of each other, as 34 is maximize the next damage of your next damaging spell cast.
Mm.
And 43 is Grasping Vine. So let's look up Grasping Vine real quick.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
We're getting there. My computer's being
Here,
real slow.
I can help. I can help.
16 on dexterity. Where do you want to throw? We're gonna say just collectively. Also, all your hair falls out.
Yeah.
All of your hair falls out. It will grow back in 24 hours. So we'll address that one last. But we're gonna say you can pick a spot in this arena to throw. You can throw Wendy 20 feet in any direction, unless they can make a dex save, which they'll make at disadvantage because of the implication. So Wendy, if you would be so kind as to make a dex save, please.
22 for my at disadvantage.
At disadvantage, 22.
At disadvantage.
Damn.
Damn.
Alright. 60. Tell us about. Gotcha. So on the ceiling, we're gonna say on the chandelier that Envy is playing on top of, vines start to sprout out from in between all the candles, shoot down like spider webs to try and grasp Wendy. Wendy, you sidestep out of the way, but now there is like an animated vine monster essentially in the center of the room, hanging from the ceiling, and that stays up for a minute. You can use that on all your subsequent turns as a bonus action to
Oh,
try
yeah.
and grab her. So that's just your
Um,
bonus action from raging. So what's
Yep.
next?
And then she's gonna reach out and attack twice more. Just kind of like grinning maniacally now, like she's having fun. First
Love to
one
see it.
was not correct because I hit the wrong one. But actually, well, it's just the same DC to hit. So the first one is a 20 to hit.
Hits.
And that'll be for 5 damage. It's not a lot. And a 21 for another 7.
Okay, awesome. Just like slink 2 across the chest or whatever. Blood steps
Yep.
for a little bit.
Beautiful. All right, that grasping vine is still up in the ceiling. People are screaming like, "What the fuck is that?" But Wendy, it's your turn.
I will just ignore the plants or whatever, and after get stabbed, just give you the same grin as before, and I will just make 2 more stabs real quick. Natural 20 for the first one.
Nice.
And a 9 for the second one.
Jesus.
Okay.
Second one
Let's
does
get
not.
that damage.
God.
That's 22 points of piercing damage again.
We have to 11.
Half
It
to
is
11.
magical. I don't remember if that changes that.
It's
Oh.
not a magical, non-magical thing.
Okay.
Barbarians are just fucking beefy.
And there should be another 4 damage actually because I have +2 damage for now that I'm raging.
Mhm.
So for each attack. So that'll be another 4.
Can I just say, coming off of a game where I was playing a barbarian, that is the easiest damage to forget. It's so nice. Remember how I could have killed Tia? You guys remember
Yeah.
that? I'm not over it.
You're right. So this will just be 2 more stabs, and then I'll say like I stumble just a little bit on the vines and just narrowly miss your throat with 1 or something like that.
Beautiful, love it. How are you guys both looking health-wise? Just like to the audience, how are they looking?
Honestly, fine.
Yeah, she looks bloody but happy,
Alright, let's keep going then.
and all of her fur is falling out.
Yeah, I'm saying like as you're doing this, it's like happens over the course of a couple rounds. You're just like slowly shedding, and everyone's like really confused.
Yeah.
I'll try to get people back on Lysland's side, up on the chandelier. I'll just I'll shout out. Look how much she's throwing into this! Everyone, come on, give her a hand!
That's a good spin. She's literally One Punch Man. She's literally going bald from fighting so hard.
Yeah.
What's Lady up to? Just so we get you involved a little bit. You taking
Just
sides? Just
watching.
waiting.
No,
Just waiting for the money to come in. I like
that's right. I've covered my bets,
it. Mm-hmm.
as she thinks.
Yeah, the match doesn't work that way, but we're gonna let her think that.
I'm gonna save my last.
Just so
bond
happy to be
for it.
here.
All right, Lyslin, your turn. You all keep killing each other. Have fun.
It is your turn, I believe.
Yeah. She's gonna dart forward to attack again. 16.
Nope. Actually, can I let that hit me and like catch
Yeah,
the
you
blade
can
with
always-
my hand and then make my attacks with advantage because of it?
Jesus.
Can I just let it hit for that, or?
Yeah, so you're just to be clear, you're trying to get like the weapon like stuck in you so you can have advantage.
Yeah, I just want to like catch it with the palm of my hand and then like hold the weapon so I can get some.
Jesus, that's so fucking metal. Yeah, just give me just a con check to like handle the pain. The DC is lower because you're fucking Wendy. But
22.
what'd I say? 22?
22.
So yeah, you just grab it. It sinks down into your joints and just gets stuck. And as Lyson tries to pull it away, there's like the horrible sound of like metal on bone. Some people
Oof.
kind of like recoil at this, but you have a tight grip on that sword.
Fantastic.
Which we'll do 7 then, if that one hits.
Oh, they both hit. They both hit.
Right, no, for that first one. And then 6 for the second one. And she kind of like looks down at where you've got the sword and looks back up at you and goes, "Did you throw the arm wrestling? This is kind of hard, but why?"
I'll go. Just not my sport as I try and stab you in the gut with the rapier. That is just a 16 for the sword.
Still hits.
Oh, it still hits.
Yeah.
Cool. So that is 12 points of piercing damage. I'm gonna let go of the hilt of my sword and just leave it in your stomach, and I'm gonna grab my pistol and hold it up and shoot you in the face. Or at least try to.
Okay.
That's 21.
That hits.
At the sight of you pulling out a firearm, you immediately realize you have broken some kind of unspoken rule. You're not like evicted or anything, but if the crowd was already on Lysland's side, now they are booing Wendy. They don't stop you.
Blam and shoot you in the face for 21.
Jesus Christ.
And then I'm gonna take my bonus action and like pop the bullets out and start to reload. That's all I got. I don't care if they're booing me. That means nothing to me.
Your boos mean nothing.
How is Lyslin health wise?
Lyson's really low now. Now she's looking like she's probably going to concede at this point.
Can I make like a stealth check? I want to like really subtly like tap myself in the throat or something.
Sleight of hand. Or stealth, either or, but whichever you're better at, honestly.
It's a 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Let me roll like a generalized perception check from the crowd. Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, 14 will do. You don't think anyone's noticed you as of yet. but they fucking hate you so much.
Nice.
Like some beer is getting your hair. People are like throwing like food scraps at you.
I will reload the gun, holster it, and like, is that all you got, Rabbit? As I like, kind of like pat my own chest, but I put 2 fingers on my own throat and like make eye contact with Lyslin.
Wiseland, can you? How? I don't think we've ever established this. How reasonable are you in your rage?
Um, she's not like completely blind to everything. Like she can still make basic decisions. And I checked her perception, and she did really high. At like a 21. So I was gonna say that she saw it, and I'm assuming that it's a take me out. That's what Wendy's saying. Or like what is she asking to do?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, when she's saying like tap of the throat, I'm assuming that that was something for Lyslin.
Yeah, you're right. She tapped 2 fingers on her own throat. What did I mean?
That's what I rolled to find out, ma'am. um, in that case, with that perception of it, can Lyslin take the rapier that is in her gut, pull it out, and stab it into Wendy?
Rolled hit.
What do I roll?
It is just a finesse weapon.
Not with that. That's an awful one.
Easy dodge.
Second attack is a 16.
It's more believable, so I'll like subtly lean into it and just like get cut across the throat, and I'm gonna hit the ground. Or like I'll stumble back and like clutch and go down to one knee, and I'll like double tap the ground.
Kind of like leans on the rapier and glares down at you.
I look up at everybody. I'll just I'll give you a little kissy face.
Her ear twitches. She turns and she looks at the dwarf. And she's like, "Alright, winnings for this one, and I think I'm calling it."
Jamie, are you muted?
Jamie? Did we lose Jamie?
Did we? Oh, I'm sorry. I was on mute. I was talking. That's my bad.
You good?
I might.
Oh!
The dwarf looks at you, nods, pulls out his little notepad to check who's bet so far. Some numbers in the air. Takes out 5 platinum and tosses them to you, same as last time.
She pauses and she looks at him. And she waits.
Oh, he rolls his eyes, takes out 3 more, and throws them to you.
I will like remove my hand from my bloody throat and like flick off the blood from my hand. Throat's completely fine now. But I will look at you and you're gonna take me down. You're not even gonna fight this champion. Come on, Rabbit, don't you have more in you?
Kind of looks at her like torn up body that has like no fur left on it at this point, and looks at all of the blood around the arena. It's just, I did have more in me. You left it all over here. If you
Lysman,
want to.
you feel 2 soft hands on your back, and you heal for 12 HP. As the rest of you see, Kate the Moon Cleric has hopped into the ring, fervently healing you. Are you alright? That looked really fucking painful.
Actually, that was really fucking fun.
Okay, I can't. The hair is not coming back. I'm not sure why the hair isn't coming back. Is that like a thing that you do?
It happens sometimes. It's just a magic thing. I'm sure it'll come back eventually. It's always doing weird shit.
I gotta think of a new name other than Fluffy.
Remember when your skin fell off?
I do. This is much preferable.
I'll look upwards at Lady around the edge of the ring and remember when your skin fell off on my shoulder?
I'm trying to forget that.
Lyslin, another 15 points of healing to you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I got. I
Thank
got like
you.
I have a healing potion. Do you need that? Wendy, do you need that?
I think Wendy's fine, but I'll take it.
No question. Just press the potion of healing into your hand. 2d4 plus 4.
I'll call out to the crowd, see if anyone else has a healing potion to give to Lyslin.
You call out to the crowd. I'm gonna say,
Call
just to
out.
like not. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll say, if you want to see a championship fight, then we need to help our new upcoming champion. So come on, who's got something to help us out here?
Give me a persuasion check. The crowd's amped. The DC is gonna be pretty low.
Okay, it's already a 16.
I start blowing
Because
kisses into the crowd to give it advantage.
You are hairless. That might drop it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, it's already a 16.
Uh-huh.
It's just a 16.
It's a 16.
On a 16, that'll be fine. The DCO is gonna make just like 14. We're going to skip all the math. People are calling Lyslin over to the side of the ring. In between a whole bunch of level 1 cure wounds and healing words, you are healed back up to full health.
Okay.
Wendy, you can, if you're going to accept healing from the crowd, you can add 15 back.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, cool. I know, but just I'm saying if you wanted to make a show of it, someone will heal you.
I'll make a very big show out of like one person healing me. Oh, you're so good at that. Wow.
Oh wow, I'm already fully healed. It's the darndest thing.
Do I even have to roll to see if that's a lie?
No.
My +1 I'll roll a performance.
Yeah, please.
That's a 13.
I'll leave it to
so it's like mid at
13.
best.
My pass is a 17.
With that, just as we're wrapping the session to a close here, firing her gun into the air to silence the crowd. Your first mate, 1 foot up on the wooden barrier, pistol raised up into the sky. I'm gonna say, because you have the height, I'm gonna say Lady and Envy, since you guys are like not in the arena, you guys notice this. Orgos is drunk as fuck. You've never seen her this flushed. Her hair is in a wild tangle down her back. Eyes slightly squinting, clearly drunk off her ass. Throws her pistol into the crowd, hits somebody with it. Draws her sword, points it at Lyslin. Listen here, you fucking rabbit. I am your boss, and I'm going to remind you of that. Pick your fucking swords up. You look like you're ready to go. Let's have at it.
Yes, ma'am. And she'll just like grab her swords and.
She undoes the buttons of her shirt, throws it aside, leaving her topless outside of a few wrappings around her chest, steps into the ring, and as the announcer is about to call the beginning of the fight, we're going to end our session there. It's late. It's almost 1 in the morning.
I have to be
It is.
so early.
Yeah, same.
Have a good night,
Oh my goodness.
everybody.
Have a good night.
Can't wait for next week.
See you next week.
I'm ecstatic. Have a good night, everyone.